Hey everybody, welcome. We are going to take a change of pace up today. Today we are going to sneak into the sinister world of Call of Cthulhu. With Halloween coming up right now, we're going to give it a roll. So none of us have played Call of Cthulhu before except for Zach. So he drew the short straw. Yeah, he's going to be running the game today and possibly next week for us to finish up this, depending on if any of us survives in not being insane. So we're going to go with it. Right this week, we are playing a part of an adventure called Bleak Prospects, which is part of a mini adventure that comes from the Nameless Horrors. So if you're familiar with that, hopefully don't write any spoilers down below before we get there. Okay. So we're going to go with that. If there's nothing else, I think we're going to hand over the reins and our sanity to Zach.
All right. So we're going to start off today. We open up and a very cold winter morning. It is November in Crawley, Massachusetts. We find ourselves in the midst of the Great Depression. All of our characters have unfortunately succumbed to their financial debts and now find themselves in a Hoover town. For those who don't know what that is, that's like a shanty town. It's very dirty. It's not very clean. You guys are hearing rumblings of a disease going through the town. And you're also hearing stories of faceless men. But you guys just think that might just be something that parents are telling their kids so they don't run off.
Or perhaps people drinking strange drinks that they brewed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get some toilet wine going.
Whatever helps.
So we're going to zoom in on the good doctor. Nathaniel Coombs is sitting with a patient right now. Nathaniel Priestley. And Agatha Priestley is sitting there with them. She's kind of staring at her husband. And we see that he's a husk of his former self. This man seems to look almost brittle in how he's moving. And he's just very labored breathing. Just, if you look closely enough, when he's breathing out, you see dust coming out of his mouth.
That's not normal, Doctor.
Quite fascinating. And when do you say these symptoms began, Miss Priestley?
It's been weeks. He's just not been himself. He's emaciated. He's haggard. I mean, I don't know what's happening. It seems nothing we try is helping. What do you think, Doctor? What can we do for him?
And
fortunately, I don't think I've seen anything like this before.
Yeah, you've seen like some people are getting weaker and slower, but nothing like this. This is way beyond the symptoms that you've seen in any of your other patients.
I get out a little reflex hammer. I test his reflexes. Get my stethoscope out. Check his breathing.
Give me a medicine roll.
Regular?
Yeah.
Medicine roll.
How'd you do?
Success. 43 versus 70.
Okay, yeah. You take out that implement and you go to just test his reflexes. As it's coming down on his knee, you are met with no resistance. It goes through his leg, and his leg has now been separated from the rest of him as dust and things come pouring out.
I leap over and try to catch.
I need both of you to give me a sanity roll.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
5 minutes into it, you guys are already insane.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What did you guys do?
75 versus 40.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
72 versus 40.
All right. So I need both of you to take a D4 of sand loss.
Oh no.
Only a 1.
Oh, 4.
Damn.
4. Ah.
She's
Like,
just
what was
like
it?
shaking.
It's your husband. His leg just
What?
fell off.
How is this possible? I would do anything to figure out what's going on, but I don't even know where to start. So I just subtract that from my sanity, right?
Yep.
To flip over to edit mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little toggle on the top.
Oh, I see the top.
Got it.
Oops. Oh, in the edit mode.
Yep, you click that and you can edit your character. That's cool.
Makes it really easy. So yeah, his leg is now fallen on the ground, and you just see dust coming out.
Dear God.
Like instead of blood.
Yeah, like instead of blood, there's no blood. It's just this dust, and
What could do that to a man?
Nathaniel's at a loss. He's thinking about trying to do a tourniquet, but he doesn't know if that's just going to do another, severing.
No,
He's
doctor,
not sure what to do.
don't put any pressure on him. It's just too much. It's too much for his body. We have to sit here. She cowers down and kind of cuddles up next to the bed that he's on. He said he's on like a little bed, and she just sort of like puts her hand like next to where his leg, is like almost trying to like will it to not be the case.
okay.
She's trying to think about, is there any similar stories she's heard of people being injured or maybe burned? I mean, this is dust, so is it fire?
Give me a spot hidden.
Spot
All we
hidden.
are is dust in the wind.
Am I in the wrong? Sorry. Oh, it's going to get under skills, isn't it? There it is. All right. 81 versus 50.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, you're not sure about anything. You've never heard of anything like this.
No.
But as you do that, you do feel, maybe feel's not the right word. You immediately gain 10 POW.
Just feeling
And-
like emboldened.
Yeah,
by
and you
this.
feel better than you felt in a long, long time.
Interesting.
Do you want to give a brief description of your character? Or at least
Sure.
basic
Yeah.
one?
So yeah, she's once was tall and slender, but she's now emaciated and haggard. She's got on her an expensive cashmere coat that's tattered and frayed. You can see she's got a sort of a set jawline. Like she seems intense and headstrong and a little bit stubborn. She's willful. She wants to learn what she can. Agatha was a former journalist.
Mhm.
And I don't think she's ever let that go. She wants to discover the truth as much as she possibly can, especially to save her husband.
And Doctor, do you want to describe
Guys
your
had
character
time to
quickly?
power them?
Yeah. So Nathaniel Coombs, he's a kind of a older gentleman with a nice, neatly trimmed white beard. He wears a kind of a stained doctor's coat over just some plain business casual clothes. He's just kind of extra. He looks extra age, like he looks older than he really is.
Yeah. Is there anything you guys would like to continue doing?
So, with the sight of this, Nathaniel doesn't know what to do, so he calls for Billy, a boy in the shanty town that likes to help out around the doctor's office and wherever he can. And he says, Billy, where are you?
And you don't hear anything. And then you think to yourself, no, Billy's usually here earlier than this. It's kind of odd. And Billy is a pretty precocious kid. He really likes helping out the town. He's kind of like, honestly, like a makeshift like mascot for this town. He really tries to brighten everybody's spirits.
I wish he was around. We Agatha, is it Agatha?
Yes.
Agatha,
Yes, doctor.
do you know where the professor is in town at the moment? You should We should consult him. He might know more about this.
I don't, but we could try to go find him. Something just stinks a little. I just feel like it has something to do with that dang Theodore Sedgwick. But we can look for the professor. That's fine.
Right. And then from
Might have
there,
more.
I think we're gonna cut over, and we see Thomas Dolan, who has begun his day by kind of gathering up some roots and things to add to like the old coffee grounds that you guys have. Just trying to make a pot of coffee for everybody. And he walks up to the campfire, and we see Carl Rothstein is also there with him, and Hiram Melnick. You bring the coffee grounds over, and you sit down next to Nancy and kind of put the coffee grounds in the pot and the extra roots.
Here you go, boys. You know, I used to have a machine that does this 15 times over. Now I gotta do it in a bloody tin can, but here you go.
How much longer these grounds are gonna last?
As long as we can stretch them.
Here, Thomas, I found some cigar butts for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I just need a moment. Just a moment to just sit right here and try to light this damn thing. Sits down on a patch of dirt by the road and tries to smoke an old cigar butt.
We have the fire right here. It should be very simple.
Hiram just takes a little stick,
picks up a little
holds
stick.
it up to him, so he can light his cigar. Here,
It's messy, but Thomas smokes his cigar with a burning piece of wood.
Hiram puts it back in the fire.
And as that's happening, I'd like the three of you guys to give me a spot hidden.
Skills, spot hidden. Failure, 77 for a 25.
Across the board.
Failures.
Oh, just missed.
Yeah.
Just like to sit here and watch the
Wait, you said
nothing go by.
only 2 failures so far. There's the
70.
it's just right
good. Yeah.
77 versus Eric, 77 versus
well.
25. Mike's 47 versus 45. Failure.
close.
Good job, guys.
Graham.
Eldritch horrors? Just shut up. I can't be bothered.
So
Wait, you can always use your luck points, right? You can spend 2 points there if you want.
feel free to spend all the luck you guys want. It'd be
only
a
2
great
on that
decision.
one.
I'll spend 2.
You'll spend 2 luck so you can succeed.
That'll make I'll need it then.
Okay, that's fine. So you look over and you see Nancy Carver, and she's just kind of huddled in on herself, and she's starting to hyperventilate and cry. She's like, the faces, man, they're all white. They're all white. They have a puppet.
Nancy, what is us? What is wrong?
What did it sing? Why did it sing? And she's just crying, and you're not really getting her attention. She's just rocking back and forth.
Go over and sit next to her and kind of try and console her a little bit.
Okay. For that, I'd like a hard psychology roll.
Ooh.
And Thomas, you know Nancy was your assistant for a long time, and this is pretty out of character for her. Usually she's kind of more mellow.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa.
wow, you got it.
You got it.
11
Well
versus
done. Well
20,
done.
hard success.
Yeah.
That's like
Nancy, what's going on with you?
She just looks up at you, and she's just like, I was out here last night at the campfire. Billy and I we couldn't sleep, and these people came, and very late at night they had this puppet.
They had the what?
A puppet.
A puppet? That's nonsense, girl. What are you...
They had them.
What are you talking about?
Not like they had a puppet. And it sung. It sung.
It's the puppet sung.
Yes.
The
Puppets.
puppet. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It was the faceless men. It was those faceless men. Their faces were all white.
What is this nonsense? I'm gonna go finish this cigar. You're clearly out of your mind.
But
What the hell?
I don't think Nancy's out
what
of your
happened to
mind.
Billy?
Like a charm roll.
A regular charm roll?
Just regular charm roll.
Oy.
Not the charming sort?
Failure.
Definitely not.
Failure.
60
Yeah.
versus 15, yes.
Yeah, no.
It's like, what happened to Billy? What?
I'm picturing you shaking.
What happened to Billy?
Just
That is
I don't know.
Billy.
The puppet sung, and I freaked out, and I just ran, and I don't know what happened to Billy.
Oh, that is not good. You
She
ran
just goes back into herself.
catatonic.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen Billy all day?
I have not seen Billy.
Can't say I have either.
Where did this happen?
Yep. Right here. This was last night. We were just neither of us
Right
could
by the
sleep.
fire here.
Yes. There were 4 of them.
Start looking around the campsite or the fire area. See if there's
Okay.
anything.
Is there where are you kind of like looking for exactly?
See if we can find Billy tracks.
Yeah. You were sitting right here. And where were they?
They came from the road that right into the center of town.
So look on the other side of the fire from roughly where they were standing.
So you're kind of looking for like tracks, anything.
Yeah, tracks, anything.
Okay, so give me a tracking roll.
Failure.
No, you're not really.
72 versus 10.
Versus 10. You're the tracker.
It's like,
You're the
Yeah.
ranger of the group.
looking around like, but I don't see anything.
Why don't the rest of you guys give me that too? Unless you said you were walking off. Did you come back?
No, Thomas will stick around.
Okay, yeah. You guys can give me a
I
tracking
can try to track.
or a spot hidden. Yeah.
I don't. It's like looking for a grain of sand in a dust pit.
You critically failed.
Almost.
Yeah.
No, it's 96 if you don't have.
If you're not trained.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I read the book.
You get ash. Yeah. You get ash in your eye.
Yeah.
Bloody
You
hell!
Oh,
You're looking too close. Too close.
guys really aren't
closer
sure.
than last time.
You can't really find anything exactly. You know, it's a lot of mud in this area. It's been a rainy November, so it's just it's hard to find tracks because people are walking everywhere.
It's a cold November rain.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody starts singing that song, please.
Which part?
All right.
I think Thomas goes up to Nancy and says, "Now you're a smart woman, and there's nothing with weird singing puppets in this town. It's way more likely that Billy just probably, I don't know, walked off. Maybe he's had enough. Maybe we've all had enough. But it's not some crazy puppet. No, it doesn't help anybody to go making stuff up like that."
You're kind of getting in her face a bit here, and
Yeah, I'm like, snap out of it. We've got enough problems without you making up silly
I
stories
really-
about.
Yeah, she
I
pulls
almost said,
away
hey,
from
hey,
you.
Hey, lay off her.
Yeah, she pulls away from you and is like, "You were never this much of a jerk back before the depression," and then she just leaves, walks away,
I almost fall
sobbing.
over.
Perhaps we should look for Billy. Leave her to her issues.
Yeah. So
Fine
you
then.
go
I'm sure
over
there's
to,
something perfectly.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I'm sure there's something perfectly normal that did this.
Do you want to just do a quick description of your characters real quick, so we at least I can write down what you guys look like?
Thomas Dolan is he's pretty large. He's got a angle of black hair up top. That's gotten kind of long and greasy. He wears suspenders and pants that used to be nice, and a jacket that used to be something. And he usually wears it open, and he's got just like stained underclothes beneath it. He's very angry most of the time since he lost his fortune.
Hiram?
He's kind of knocking on the door of middle age. He's a former lawyer. He wears a really threadbare old suit, sort of the last vestige of his former life. He looks a little unwell. He's just kind of drawn out and haggard, and he's not dealing with this shantytown life very well. But he's short, receding hairline, kind of a little guy, but he...
Carl is 48. He's a former professor of physics. He's from Germany. Kind of a heavy build, somewhat undernourished, wild dark hair. He's got glasses, wears glasses. He uses a walking stick, a fine blackthorn walking stick that he uses. It was just an affectation. Now it's more of a necessity since he too is not feeling very well. He actually finds this better than the backstabbing, poisonous academia that he was used to. Everybody here, for the most part, is very kind to each other. They look out for each other, not like this in the academy, in the university.
So it sounds like you guys want to go check out Billy's tent.
Da.
Okay. Yeah, you guys start heading over to Billy's tent. Everybody knows where everybody lives. As you're going, you see Maureen's tent, and you can clearly see that the flap in front of it has been disturbed. You normally wouldn't want to do that. Leave it open on these cold days.
I lean around to see if there's anybody in the tent.
Yeah, no spot hidden needed. These are really small. You see Esther's cot with her winter jacket still sitting there, and you see Maureen lying face down on the ground.
Maureen, did you find some alcohol? Please tell me. Maureen? Is she moving at all?
What is the problem?
She's breathing. She's definitely breathing. But she's not really reacting to what you guys are saying.
If you say so, do you say something?
Yeah, Maureen. Maureen, there's something wrong with Maureen.
I'll rush to her and check her out.
Yeah, she's clearly unconscious. You could probably just, rattle her out of it. You do so, and she does come to a little bit.
Olives. That's what we're missing. We're missing olives. I sit up and I look around. Carl, nice to see you. Well dressed as always. I look around, I kind of see myself in the ground, and I sit up, and I'm like, I look at the ground, and I go, oh, how did that get there?
Yeah. you as you're getting up, you just feel like a sharp pain in the back of your head. Throbbing pain.
Oh my word. I don't know what happened. I have a sharp pain in the back of my head, and it clearly wasn't from any alcohol. Because I haven't had any in a while. Is that true? I haven't had any in a while.
Has she?
No, she hasn't. She stands up. She goes, though after such a clump on the noodle, I could use a pick-me-up if anyone has anything. I look around at everybody.
We have some coffee going at the campfire.
Yeah, but it's mostly coffee.
Coffee, yes. That will help. That will take away the sleepless nights and the cold chill and the plight of my daughter. I look over at Esther's cot. Do I see Esther here?
No.
Hey, Esther. Esther? I walk over and I kind of pull the blanket back, thinking maybe she might be buried under the no blankets that are there.
the
Yeah.
thin,
The
thin,
paper thin, holy
piece of
like,
cardboard.
Yeah,
As one does when still sort of disbelieving they're not there, right?
Yes, you see her. She's sort of a shortish woman with black brown hair. She's wearing. She seems to always be wearing a suit of some sort, almost like a business suit for a woman, or someone of some stature. But the suit has been the same suit she's wore over and over for as long as you've known her. She looks at she pulls the blankets back. Esther? Esther, have you seen Esther? And she kind of almost tries to push past everybody looking around, almost ignoring you that you are there.
We
Rain,
did not see her coming up to your tent.
Esther's not here. Not today. Not yesterday.
Esther is there. Isn't here, but she has been here. You didn't see her
okay.
yesterday.
All right.
No, Esther's not here.
Excuse me if I'm not listening to you, brute. Carl, tell me that you use you've seen my daughter somewhere nearby.
We did not see her coming up. Perhaps she is at the doctor's tent. Does she go there?
Why, did you see her fall? Is she something wrong?
I know she wasn't feeling well. None of us have been feeling well.
Well, no, since we've been impoverished, since I've been thrown to the deep end, and must be walking amongst the dregs of society. No offense.
Well, we will look for her and Billy too. Billy is missing as well. Perhaps you wish to join us and we can look.
Never mind, Billy. We must find Esther.
Of course, of course.
What
Maybe
happened
they
to
ran
you
off
anyway?
together.
Well, I have a bump on the back of my head. Perhaps I should make a roll to determine if I know what happened to me.
Maybe we should take you to the doctor and see what he thinks.
Perhaps it might not be a bad way to go.
If you want
let's
to do
get you
a roll,
checked out.
what kind of role do you think you would use to identify or think back on what happened?
I would say I'm wondering if there's a way do I lose my memory, or did something happen where I just literally blacked out and I don't really know?
Yeah. Give me a luck roll.
All right.
Try a luck roll. See if you can remember what it was.
All right, just a straight up luck roll.
Yep.
21 versus 20.
close.
I'm going to use one luck to make it 20.
Oh, yeah?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
So I'm going to make my luck. I'm going to edit my luck down and make it 19 now, right?
Yep.
All right.
No,
It's
no.
worth it.
Keep using them.
So when you use a luck, you literally just lower your
Yes. Yep. You use
card
it out
amount
next
of
time.
luck points.
Mhm. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're getting down for bed. Esther is already asleep. You heard a ruckus, but before you could even turn around, something just smacked you on the head, and you went down.
Oh, it's coming to me now. Esther, she was dreaming of great deeds and great adventures and the warm bed that we once had for her before Charles and the impending doom that it was. See, I remember glancing over at her. I saw her chest rising and falling, and just her sleeping there gave me some comfort. Then I heard a ruckus outside. I stood, and I peered around, and when I did, I saw a shadow, and then I ended here on the ground. Did someone take Esther? Did someone take Esther?
No.
Let us look.
Don't jump to conclusions now.
Well, what else? Other conclusions are there? A shadow, my dearest darling, gone.
Did she see a puppet?
Maybe she hit you.
I don't know.
Maybe whoever took Billy took her too.
The doctor, yes. Yeah, maybe she was hit too, and she went to the doctor. Maybe she was here on the ground, and she couldn't wake me up.
Well, either
yes,
way,
that's
let's
what
get
happened.
you checked out. Let's get to the doctor.
Yes, we must make our way to the doctor. Come, and I try to force my way through. Though I'm a small frame, I find it myself difficult to struggle through the crowd in my small tent.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. You guys head over to the medical shack and run into the doctor and Agatha. It's a smaller shack. You know, you can't fit all 6 of you in there at one time. Who do you think goes in?
Me,
You go in?
of course.
Okay.
I'll go in. It was my idea.
Okay.
We're gonna have to struggle.
Thomas has another
We're
cigar
gonna face
butt.
off against each other to see who makes it
this
in.
is the first combat.
Yeah, how do we determine who actually will make it in first? How do you determine?
You already said that you were pushing your way through and running up, so you go in first, and then Carl, you follow in as well.
No, Carl's a big.
Oh, not Carl.
Carl's a big guy, so he won't go. He won't go in.
Okay.
He takes up too much room.
Hiram will go
Looks,
in.
looks over at Thomas, right?
Yeah.
Perhaps they look in there. We go check with Billy's tent. We did not make it there.
Sure, I gotta finish this cigar butt anyways.
And as you burst into the tent, you're kind of like ranting and raving and asking, where's Esther? Did you see Esther? Is she here? And
Be careful, everyone. Come on, what are you doing?
as he's saying that, that kind of brings your attention to Nathaniel. And I'm going to need you to give me a sanity roll as you see this man's desiccated body and his leg has been essentially shattered from the rest of his body.
I walk in, gazing at the body with this. Is it still like having that leg? It's kind of like smoking ash coming out of it, flushed out. It has just one leg now. Is that what it looks like? Startled by the whole thing, I don't know how to react until I realize that I have a hard success.
Ooh.
I look down there, and as I look at the leg, and then I look over. Is the doctor here with him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of them are there.
I look at the doctor,
Agatha's
and then I
sort of
look
sitting next to him, just looking up at you like, back.
look at Agatha, and then I look down at the doctor, and I say, Agatha, what happened?
He's been sick. He's just not getting better. And now this, he's just falling apart. He's literally turning to ash in front of us, and I don't know what to do. I would give anything to help save him. What should we do? Where's the professor? We were going to talk to him. Doctor, where is he? He's clearly losing it a little bit right now.
We must find out how to stop this. I'm sorry, but what brings you? Oh my God! One thing at a time, Nathaniel. One thing at a time. We must
Doctor,
find the
the head.
professor.
Doctor, have you seen
Who's it on the
Esther?
head?
Have you seen Esther here? She
Marie
might
was
have had
hit
a
in
bump
the
of the
head.
noggin.
Esther, no. No, I have not. Have you seen Billy?
Billy,
We haven't seen
I know
Billy.
he's gone. I know he's gone.
Oh
But
my
I don't
goodness.
know where he went.
Everybody's missing.
Wait, both
Hiram,
children?
have you seen Billy? I didn't even hardly speak with you.
What are you asking?
That would be Hiram. That's Graham.
I haven't seen Billy. Oh. Doc, why don't you check the back of her head there? She was hit.
Was
This way, let me check you out.
Hiram supposed to make a sanity check?
Hiram's
went in.
in the building now. Yeah,
Yes.
you unless anybody is trying to cover it up, you will need to do a sanity roll on this as well.
What do you mean by it?
Okay.
He's barely human. He's more dust than man.
Also, hard success. Nice.
Also a hard success, yes.
Yeah, something about this, it's just like maybe you're just so focused on figuring out what's happened to Billy. Maybe you just didn't stare at it for too long. But no, you do see this, but you're kind of
And now
fortified
Esther?
against it. What?
We have Esther missing too now.
Yeah.
There's 2 kids missing.
What happened to him?
Nathaniel will start gingerly laying him back and covering him with a sheet and stuff. Not all the way, but like covering his legs and stuff that are completely a mess.
Okay.
Just keeping him still.
Harold.
As you're kind of getting a little closer to him now, and you're looking at his eyes, and he's just, and you can see this thin veneer of dust on his eyes.
Oh my lord! I'm gonna check for his vitals and see if he's going fast.
Okay. Yeah. So give me another medicine roll.
Failure.
Failure. Okay. So your first reaction is like this man needs some water. He just needs he needs fluids, drastically. So you go to your pail and you find some water. And as you're pouring this water into his mouth, you just see that as the water makes contact with his mouth seems to dissolve.
Oh,
You
Lord.
turn him into mud.
Yeah. I would probably like another sand roll just for you for that one.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Success.
Wow.
Wow.
39
God.
versus 30, like exact.
Wow, you guys are doing well. But yeah, you see that he's literally melting away, and his eyes just kind of go shocked, and you see like a crack in one of his eyes as like his eyes pop out from just like the amount of pain that he's in this moment.
Oh my god. I look over to Agatha, I say, I'm so sorry, and I just dump the whole thing of water on his head to end it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for all of you for a sanity roll for that. As you see this water
Turn him into mud.
literally melt away his entire body and just
She's losing
leaving
it.
like a little bit of his upper torso
What have you
and
done?
his legs.
Doctor, what was that? Was that acid? What did you do to him?
How'd everybody do?
It was just water. He's stumbling backwards.
Yeah.
Now,
Failed.
Maureen, who has a 28 versus 40, looks down at it, looks down at Agatha's husband being melted away.
Yeah.
And more than being frightened or insane by this, it brings back the memory of her husband Charles and his inability to cope and his ability to flee from his coping by using a 38 during the greatest depression of all time. And I almost begrudgingly put my hand on Agatha's shoulder and pull her to me to comfort her.
She doesn't even know what she's doing. She's just being moved around at this point.
Yeah.
She's a shell of herself.
As you're crying into me, I look down at the puddle and I kind of close my eyes and look away, remembering the face of my dear Charles, the last vestige I had of him before we found him.
And for everybody who failed, take a d6 of sanity loss.
Yeah, it's another 5 for Agatha.
That's 5. Okay, I need you to
Just two for the good doc.
1 now.
Yeah, I need you to roll your intelligence because you lost more than 5 sanity.
She's pretty smart, so this is going to be great. Oh, I failed that one.
Okay.
So, good.
Well,
That's
95
good.
versus
Look,
80.
She's just a shell. She's just not letting this at all sink into her head.
When you fail under a sanity check, it's a good thing
Then
for
you're right.
intelligence.
Because I'm not going indefinitely insane here, or is it temporarily?
Temporarily.
Not
insane.
not going temporarily insane, but she is still just beside herself.
Who else failed?
I did. I took
did?
1 point.
You took 1 point, so yeah, let's make sure you deduct that. And
I took 2
Doctor?
points.
Okay.
Like, Graham, D6, not D4.
Yeah, d6.
Oh, it was a D4 for the first round.
Yeah, they change.
Okay.
This is a lot more traumatic than
You just saw a guy
what
melt
you-
away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maximum roll. No.
All right.
Oh, that sucks.
All right. Let's see an intelligence roll.
Okay.
Uh-oh,
Insane
Graham.
in the brain.
Sing in the membrane.
Okay. Intelligence.
Up at the top area.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, look at
Hey,
that.
Yeah, you also
There you
failed.
go.
You know nothing.
You know,
fail
fine.
to grasp what this all means.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here, Doc?
This is when you just sort of block it out.
Yeah.
It's just melted. It's perfectly
That's what I
normal.
meant to.
It happens all the time.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, now
yeah.
I get an extreme success, you know.
As you're all seeing this, and you're seeing the melted body of Harold Priestley, I want everybody to give me a spot hidden.
Oof. There you go.
Wow.
Maureen got a
One
1 versus
critical.
50.
Wow, Maureen.
She was looking right down at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, I'm comforting Agatha, staring down at him. And although perhaps I'm looking past his body, my peripheral vision, my unconscious eye might be catching something.
Okay. As you're looking over Harold, you see wriggling, and as you look closer, you see these not worms. They don't look like any kind of worm you've ever seen.
Is it a tadpole?
It's not that.
Shit.
But there's
That's what.
hundreds of them in there, in the goo that used to be Harold Priestley.
Oh my gosh. And none of us have a shadow heart. All right.
He's a wiggler.
I see that, and I actually pull Agatha back. Like as I see it, I literally kind of yank you back, and I go, "Don't look, don't look, don't look," and I try to pull her out of the tent.
Okay. Do you let her? Do you let her pull you out?
Yeah,
or
she's just she's not allowing herself to connect with the reality of what just happened, even though she knows that he's now gone.
Yeah.
Like she's just she's not letting it hit her psyche.
You're in denial.
Yeah, denial.
You're visiting Egypt.
Yeah, she's just a shell right now. She's living, but not.
Yeah, you're just
Doctor's staggering back too. He doesn't know what to make of it. He's just kind of trying to cover it with the sheet now.
okay. As you get close, you can kind of see that they're like wriggling and trying to like move towards you.
Oh God! He backs away.
Give me a luck roll.
Nope.
Ooh.
How wriggly are they?
There, right.
Nice.
Ooh, 1 versus 20. Wow. That's
There you
good.
go. Yeah, you are able, as they're kind of moving closer to you, you're able to kind of pull back and get out of the tent before they get anywhere near you.
Is that
I
everybody?
made sure to shuffle everybody out with me.
There you go.
Doc, have you ever seen anything like that, or read anything like that, or heard about anything like that?
Never in all my years. Agatha, where were you when this started? We need to go to the source. We need to stop other people from catching this.
We need to find Esther. What are you talking about?
That's just the thing. Nothing specific happened. We were just down on our luck, and everyone seems to be getting ill, and he was, and I was
Did you
ill
eat anything
too.
out of the ordinary? Did you drink anything out of the ordinary? Have you been anywhere different?
Everything's out of the ordinary. What have you been drinking? We have not had a normal meal since we've been here. Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe here.
And on top of all that, we're out of gin.
I know many others have been ill. Has anyone else heard of anybody turning to dust at all? She's trying to pull on her journalist hat. Has there been dust rumors, or even just is anything more dusty than usual besides our camp? Clearly,
No.
I mean,
like,
everybody
the
has a
doctor-
cough, but nobody's coughing up dust like that.
Yeah, the doctor would know that most of the town, including you all, have been very lethargic. You're just kind of getting weaker. But this is the farthest he's ever seen it, and he's never seen anything like this.
Did you tell us about the worms? I didn't hear you say anything about him.
No, I haven't said anything. I just shuffled you out and said, get back.
All right.
About how far away were Thomas and I when that happened?
You're probably at Billy Shack because they were in
Okay.
there talking
For
and
a
stuff
bit.
for a little bit. So, yeah.
Because I'm sure she screamed when
Yeah,
when it
you-
melted
yeah.
away.
yep.
I think he
I
did
did.
scream. So, yeah, you would have. Actually, give me a listen roll.
Failure.
No, there's, it
Car
could have been
goes by.
anything. Yeah, could have been anything. You don't,
Could have been anyone's waking up and realizing where they are. Scream.
So the two of you now went to the Billy Shack.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, do it every morning. Wake up, scream.
The kids are gone. Let's go find them. Maybe they'll take my mind off of this. Let's go try to help.
Yeah, so we can pan over to Billy Shack. Carl and Thomas Dolan are already there. What have you guys been doing in the meantime, do you think?
Probably walking over there. I don't move very fast.
Okay.
With the stick, he's kind of shaky.
Okay. Yeah, so
I'm kicking rocks down the road.
okay, so yeah, maybe you're just shambling over there. You're finishing off your cigar as you see Audrey Priestley run up, very in distress.
Wait, me?
Yeah, all of you are,
yeah,
but you're kind of in the lead.
Absolutely. We're going to find these kids. Where are they? Is Billy in there? Come on, let's look around. Look for tracks.
What the hell happened? We just got here.
What is us? What?
He's gone.
Who's gone? Billy?
Billy's gone?
We haven't even bloody knocked yet.
Harold's gone.
Hell,
My husband.
What happened?
Don't know. He's been ill this entire time, and he's just turned to dust.
Why?
I don't know. We have to find out. But we have to find these kids too. Maybe this will keep my mind off of this.
We all turn to dust in time, friend. Just Harold happened a little quicker than the rest of us.
Way over, Nathaniel's making sure to stop and like tell people like don't eat or drink anything if you can help it for now.
They have a lot of food to go around anyway.
But if you find a martini, you know where my camp is.
Yeah, alcohol could cure anything, kill anything, right?
I'm only being sensitive.
That's the going theory.
It's potent enough. Otherwise, if it's just full of sugar, I've heard it doesn't help. Might even hurt.
You and your newfangled science theories. All I need is a ballroom, a good dance, and a great husband. And right now I have none of those.
This won't help. She starts looking around. She flips open the tent door and she's trying to see if she can figure out any clues of where Billy might have gone.
Yeah. Give me a tracking or maybe a spot hidden. Whatever anybody wants.
I'll start
Hey,
with
Billy.
spot hidden. Ooh, 19 hard success on the spot hidden.
Nice. Okay, so Agatha, you're looking around, and on your way here and in front of Billy's tent, you see the clear markings of tire tracks.
Someone has driven through here recently.
I take it there's not a lot of cars that come through here, assuming that it's a shanty town. We probably don't have a lot of vehicles.
No, nobody has a
I
vehicle.
don't remember hearing a vehicle come through here. But someone, look at clear as day here.
Which one of you has money for gas? Fess up.
I have a little money. Dude,
If you have money for gas, we could have real coffee.
no, we must. Where should we follow these tracks? Can you tell which way they went?
Yeah, you can just see that they kind of go out of the shanty town. Coming into shanty town, there's a little like path that leads to the major roadway. You can see it clearly is going that way. You kind of lose it once it hits the road, though.
Somebody definitely came in a car or a vehicle of some sort. And perhaps the kids left with them.
By the time I was struck over the noodle, I'm assuming that dear Esther was taken.
Could be.
Perhaps they didn't realize that we were down on our luck and they were taking her to hold up her ransom. My dear Charles was worth a pretty penny in its day. Now I'd die for one pretty penny.
I'm wondering if any other.
Well, let's
brothers
just
have been
take a
taken.
minute here.
Yes.
What have we got so far? So far, we've got a dead guy who's turned to dust. We've got 2 missing kids, and we've got Maureen who was hit over the head,
And some tire tracks.
and we've got tire tracks. So it looks like somebody came in here, and it also looks like these kids were targeted. They wanted them. What do they want them for?
If I only had access to some newspapers, could do some research, figure this out. Maybe there's been something in the news about other children missing.
Perhaps we can see.
Maybe somebody heard the vehicle around here.
Yes, perhaps if we ask around, ask if anybody has seen a vehicle lately.
Yeah.
I was using a stack of papers as a blanket. Maybe there's something in there.
So you're just going to kind of ask around.
Yeah.
No, nobody has heard a vehicle coming through town. Why would a vehicle drive through town? Yeah.
You know, if Esther would have fled, perhaps she took poor Billy with her. She's a child with a lot of resources, you know. She's quite intelligent, or she was in her day. She was number 2 in her class. Quite proud of her. But
I don't
perhaps
think
she only 5
I don't think
miles
she
from here.
fled.
Really.
I think she was taken.
Well, perhaps she was. Perhaps she just fled when she saw dear Mummy get hit over the head. She might have ran for her life. If she did, she might have fled to my old estate. It's only 5 miles from here, the Hawk Estate. It's a beautiful place. My husband and I once danced there many times. The rooms there, they have velvet on the walls and carpet you can run your fingers
Well,
through.
Would she think? of
Maureen,
that
it's
being a
not your estate, is it, anymore, is it?
No, but Asta may feel at home there. I don't know.
Agatha's trying to think. She's like, would she think of that as being a safe spot if she were in danger? She's pondering the psychology of this.
You know
young
that somebody
child.
has moved into that house.
Right.
Yeah.
But you also think that Maureen might think that's a safe spot, which is why she might think Esther thinks it's a safe spot.
Yeah.
And perhaps a longing for the old days.
We can look. We have no place else to look.
We don't know where these tracks even lead to. Do we know where the tracks lead
Just
to?
back up to the road here. It looks like
Yeah.
we certainly could walk there.
Where do we know the road leads to?
So the main road leads to Crawley, which is the closest town. You know, it's about a couple miles out. You know, on the way to Crawley, it passes by the diner that, you know, the diner is usually nice to you guys. She doesn't really want you, she doesn't let you in the place, but if she's got scraps, she'll kind of give them to you. That goes back. There's also the Greenlee's mansion. Yeah. And you know that the other way leads to Arkham. But Arkham is a pretty far way.
Well, I don't know where we could. If anything, perhaps we can go to Crawley. Is there a law in Crawley?
A lot, like you can't be there,
No,
or
no. Is there the law, like
Yeah.
a police officer?
yeah, there's a place off there. You know, it's a smaller town. It's not too many cops, but there are some police officers there.
You know, my dear Charles often gave money to the police fund every year. Not in a while though. He's been gone for 2 years now. But I may have still have some sway there. What penny won't buy, perhaps charm will. Perhaps we should speak to the police. They may have some clues.
And keen ear. I'll join you for this. Let's go.
If they even care about us.
Oh, they
Coming
care
out
about
to the
me.
shanty town. Oh, sure.
Well,
Sometimes
if children are being taken, perhaps the law will look into it. They will have better resources than us.
If not, sometimes even what they don't say is a clue. Let's go ask.
Let's be in agreement that we speak nothing of poor sweet Harold's demise, or at least how his demise came about.
We don't want to
They will
start a
think-
panic.
They will think we're
Shudders to
crazy.
herself.
Mhm.
Yes. The more normal things seem to be, the more they'll be willing to help. How far away is Crawley from here? How many
It's
miles?
a couple miles.
Couple miles.
Yeah, it's walkable.
I look down at my well-worn heels, and
They're
with a
turning into
sigh,
flats. No?
I nod, and I it's worth it. It's worth it for Esther. I'll keep a lookout for any flats that I might be able to find along the way, flat shoes.
Oh, sure.
But right now, I refuse to give up these heels for 2 years.
Sure.
Well, I mean,
Sucks.
didn't Harold have a pair of shoes?
We're not going back to that.
Perhaps I can wiggle my
Don't go
feet
back
inside.
in there.
Okay.
Wriggle them in there.
It's contaminated. You shouldn't go in there.
Well, we'll
The sooner the better. Let's go.
Okay, yeah. You guys make your way to Crawley. As you're going, you pass by the diner. As you get into town, Crawley is a medium-sized town. It's about 1,500 people, or I'm sorry, 15,000 people. It's about 30 miles out of Arkham. This used to be a very big textile town. Yeah, it did pretty well, but the Great Depression definitely took hold, and things aren't as good as they used to be. So you guys want to go to the police station first?
Mhm.
Okay.
Between the Depression and damn Roscoe Malloy. That's what happened to textiles.
You see Agatha. You might see Agatha on the way as we're walking along the road there. I got a little scrapbook out, and she's basically got some notes she's adding into there. Got it flipped over to about 10 pages to the end of the thing, but she's taking some notes, and she flips it back, puts it in her pocket, and she's kind of pondering.
At any time while you're opening like scrapbook and like writing down, did you like put your hand on your hand at all?
In my own hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. As you do that, you kind of are just maybe off the chance you just accidentally touch the palm of your hand that was on your husband's leg.
Yeah.
As you do that, your finger kind of goes into your hand, and it's kind of got the consistency of, feels like stew. Doesn't hurt.
Do the rest of us see this, or we do not see it?
And she's walking along. She's just like,
I mean,
has her thumb in there, and she's like, oh no.
I would say you could give me a spot hidden, but it would have to be a hard success.
Yeah, I mean, we were walking for what, an hour at least?
Yeah.
In the town.
I was successful, but not hard success.
Yeah.
You might just see her doing this sort of thing to her hand.
No, I know.
And does anybody see?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You got it?
Oh my goodness!
Daniel got
I
it.
got a 2. I rolled a 2.
Oh, wow.
versus
Okay, yeah.
25 for spot hidden.
you might actually see the thumb going into my hand. a
Yeah,
little bit.
I think with that grade of success, you do see this. You're seeing Agatha's just feeling this, and her thumb is like going into her hand and like coming out. And Agatha, as you put your thumb in there, it comes up against something. It feels, like it's covered in like this viscous kind of ooze.
She's gonna try to. She didn't see the wriggling at all, but she's gonna sort of try to pull whatever she can, like just to, like pull. Like if it's something that's oozy or you said like jelly almost, she's just gonna try to pull it up and maybe throw it on the ground. If she can grab it and pull it out and get rid of it, that's what she's gonna try to do. She doesn't have many tools on her right now. She's got her scrapbook, and she's got a pencil, and so if she can't just pull it, she might actually, as we were walking for a whole hour here, she might actually pull the pencil out and just kind of like, you probably see her all shaking here. You would, I think, Thomas.
Yeah,
See her
Thomas,
shaking.
you do see her fiddling with her hand.
You can see a pencil in her hand at that point. Looks like she's drawn it. Well, you can see it. She's pencil into her hand too.
I think Thomas is going to keep this to himself.
Yeah, I mean, give me maybe like a sleight of hand kind of a thing.
There is sleight of hand, yeah.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand. Try to pull it out of your hand.
25 out of a 40, yeah. Got it.
Okay, you pull out this thing.
Is it wriggly?
Yes, and it's did you see?
I did.
No? Okay.
Nathaniel's just see his spot. Do I see it?
Yeah, you guys are seeing this. The two of you that
You got a regular success.
Oh, you only got a regular one? Okay, so then just Thomas is seeing this thing.
It's like on the end of my pencil now.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of like a lamprey mixed with a porcupine.
It's a tadpole.
A lampopine?
A lampopine. It's covered in these
Porcupine?
these twitching spines, and it's
Does it make any noise?
yeah, it kind of it screams, and it kind of
Quietly.
smells like
Teen Spirit.
like vomit.
Does it just scream to him, or does it scream to all of us?
Everyone hears it scream.
She's got this under control.
Agnes has an Agnathan.
Yeah, it's
What the hell was that?
it's
gonna
a say that's a
flip it on
sand
the
roll
ground
for
like this.
everybody.
Flip this on the ground at that point and just like, yeah, I might have to do a sanity. Yep, you said everyone, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
No. That's another failure for Agatha. She's having a hard day.
I failed.
I
Great.
failed.
Failed.
I rolled 20 went kaput.
Failed.
Failed.
Sanity.
Failed.
All right. Good job, everybody.
What's our die roll here?
Yeah, for that, I think we'll probably need a D6.
D6.
Only a 4 that time.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. And I lost
I
2.
took another 6.
Ooh.
Whoops. Never mind that.
Ooh.
Int.
Nathaniel made the check.
This game really wants me out of here.
Well, you are a lawyer, and
Yeah.
Where's the
the last thing we need is another
thing?
Barnaby.
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
How do we? Oh, so
Edit mode first.
Is it if it meets it beats it for the major wound thing? Is that what you're rolling for? So last time you had Agatha rolled the intelligence check. Is it based? But what's the threshold for that? Is it the major wound level for each of us, or is it sort of a?
If you get below your intelligence, then you're fine.
No. I mean, when did you decide to have us do the roll for the temporary insanity? Is it because of how much damage we took?
Yeah. So if you take 5 or more points of sanity damage at a time,
Got it.
and I think some of you
Well, my total
have
for the
lost
day-
a lot of sanity, so there might be some indefinite sanity going on here. How many points of sanity has everybody lost? Because it needs to be
I've lost
1/5.
12.
Oh
12.
man, you've had
So
a
if you-
long day.
If you've
Right,
lost a
37
fifth
40.
of your
I have lost more
insanity,
than a fifth already. Yeah.
you are indefinitely insane.
Oh boy. I mean, I guess I've been already acting that one a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's fair.
Indefinitely? There's no way to
Yeah.
cure them?
You
No, you
need a
can.
month of therapy.
This sounds about right.
Yeah.
This sounds about right. I think this sounds like a good idea. I could probably use some therapy. It's just not right now. Right now, we're gonna have to take care of these kids because the kids gotta live. That's how this is gonna have to go down.
All right.
Make sure these kids live.
I'm gonna pull up some tables because we're gonna get some manias, and
Nice.
we might get.
I lost 4.
You only lost 4.
I only lost 13 so far today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been ground zero for fucking everything.
It's fine. We're gonna make it through this, right? I got the thing. It's on the ground now. Nobody can't get anybody. Don't step on that.
Okay. So we have a few people who have gone indefinitely insane.
Yes, that is accurate.
You have seen too many horrors in too short of time, and this is going to cause a bout of madness.
Accurate.
So how many? I know you are definitely insane.
Yep.
Has anybody else lost a fifth of their sanity?
There's a
there?
little number next to your indefinitely insane. So if you lost that much, that's your threshold.
Not yet, halfway there.
I've only lost 2, so I'm fine. So far.
I only lost 3.
I'm at 40 sanity. I lose 8. I'm indefinitely insane.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, unless you go through a month of therapy.
Well, yeah, you are now, and then later you could recover from
Yeah.
a bit, somewhat. You can kind of recover a little, maybe, hopefully you would recover.
You're
that's
gonna need
really
a lot
the
of therapy. You watched, you've seen some stuff.
goal. So where are you at?
Not yet. I'm just down by 3.
Okay. I
Okay,
think
so
it's just me.
it's just you. Okay.
How's the doctor doing?
Down by 3.
Okay. All right.
I'm thinking, your mind can't even comprehend what this thing is. The closest thing you can think of it as is
Like a grub.
Yeah, it's like a worm. Your mind can't fathom what this thing is and how it was able to be in your
Thankfully.
hand like that.
Thankfully, it couldn't handle it yet, or couldn't grasp it.
And you are going to gain the phobia. Sorry for my pronunciation on this. Scolosophobia, which is the extreme fear of worms. And in your bout of madness, I'm just going to say you are going to start running away and you're vomiting. This is going to last for like a couple minutes.
Wow. Scoliophobia.
Yeah.
The C in the middle of it. Extreme fear of worms. Nausea, elevated heart rate, and trembling. Yeah, that's about what she was doing.
Yeah.
All right, but she runs away.
Yeah.
After she throws it on the ground, she just sort of like watches you stomp on it, and she just looks back at her hand like, this is what happened to Harold?
Yeah. And
Runs off the road.
hey, you stomped on it, Maureen?
I just stepped on it. Yeah.
Okay. As your foot kind of comes down on it, it's not big enough. Your foot will
It's not my
completely
foot. It's
cover
a
it.
heel. I have a
Yeah.
heel. Yeah.
Yeah. Your
It's
foot
like the
will.
stiletto of my heel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Your foot will come down on it, but when you pull your foot away, it's not there.
I look back at Agatha fleeing the scene. And I look back at my feet, and I shake my head and I go, "Damn it, that woman's gone insane, and she's taking me with her.
Oh boy.
We have to
Literally.
focus on Esther." And I look back on her running away, and I look at everyone else, and I'm like, "We should get to town. I don't know what's up with her, but I don't think she can help us."
What about Hiram? I'm down by more than a fifth. So.
Oh, you are?
Oh yeah,
Oh boy, you're going to be
I've lost a
definitely-
dozen.
Yeah.
Definitely insane as well then.
Oh, yeah.
sir.
You get to make the roll too.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's the same phobia because
Okay.
it's just, yeah. It's and you're also running away. Just you need to get away from this thing.
As I turn and I give my speech about Agatha, I look back and I see the good Hiram, the former lawyer, suddenly just grab his head and run screaming. And I realize, well, perhaps I should not monologue anymore. People run away screaming.
I'm a lawyer and I hate myself.
I don't blame him.
Who'd want to be a lawyer?
I'm not gonna touch Marine if I can help it.
Take away that POW that you got.
Okay.
And Maureen, you gain 10 POW. And you're feeling better than you felt
Me?
in a very long time.
Ooh. So I just add 10 to my POW.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Rude.
Right to just right on top. Just take the number and
Right
add
to your
10.
heel.
Yeah, add
Just right
10.
to your heel.
Okay.
Your foot's made for extra kicking now.
Nice. All right. Well, that's all right. Pow, zang. Feel very.
And that's willpower? Is that the stat?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. All right.
Thing. I was hoping that was permanent. You have to embrace the wriggly. Yeah.
Look for another one.
No, thank you.
Do we take time to restore our good lawyer and our goodly wife? Do we take time to bring them back, or do we let them flee as we into the night?
We shouldn't let him be out here.
Well, if somebody wants to go and try to hitch a ride on the side of the road, I can go rope them back up and bring them
You
up
look
to
over
meet
and you
us.
see she seems to have climbed up onto some large rock and is just like kind of curled up like this, like staring at the ground all around. So she's not even touching the dirt anymore.
Yeah. And you guys were basically right at the entrance into Crawley. And you're looking around and you see a lot of the citizens are staring and just looking at you, all horrified. And these are kind of looks that you guys have seen and felt before. But now they're just like, their ideas about you are kind of being confirmed right now.
I'm gonna
At least
look
in their
back.
head.
I'm gonna look back. At the
Agatha,
crowd.
pull yourself together. They're looking at us like we're garbage. You don't want that, do you?
At least we're not worms.
We're humans. Now come back down here and stand on your feet.
No. Not on the dirt.
I'm with her. There's worms down there. Ugh.
Not you too.
I assume
I'm
we
just
give
trying to be
her a few
safe.
minutes and like she'll kind of get
Yeah.
her head back and
You know, you guys kind of
Okay.
regain your composure.
Okay.
You know, it helps that the worm's not, that thing isn't there anymore.
Or is it?
Look, there's no worms in this. There's no nothing. It's just dust. It's just dirt.
So just a quick technical question. Some of the bad guys in here have a max of the damage they can do to you, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering at what point would I hit that? I mean, I clearly got some from the pulling it out of my hand because that was the first time I saw the regulars at all. But I saw the dusty demise of my husband. Was that two different things then?
Yeah.
Triggering. Okay.
Yeah, it's different things are.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll try to keep track of the. I mean, I got at least
I mean, you really have
four.
no idea what any of this means right now.
How far away am I from the people that are watching us?
You guys are kind of like in the middle of the street, essentially.
All right. I'm going to stand up, pull my suit jacket down as it is, and adjust my skirt and walk forward and
Your head up high.
yes, my head up high, and I'll walk up to one of the people on the citizens standing on there. I'll turn around and look at everybody, and I'll look at the citizen, and I'll look at the person standing next to me. Do you want to describe who I'm standing next to? Who did I decide to walk up next to? Who did I see?
I think you probably walked up to this family. They're sitting there with their son.
I'll walk up and I'll kind of look at them, and I'll kind of look at the group, and I'll go, the type of people they'll let anyone in this town. Because I can look over and I'll say, by the way, have any of you seen the police nearby, or perhaps a little girl at age 12?
Yeah, the police station is over there, and they're kind of like holding their kid back. Maybe you should go over there, get some help for your friends. And they just like rudely turn and leave.
Ta-ta, I'll see you at the ball later.
Just walk off.
How very rude.
I don't blame them. You see this? Threadbare, stained on the cuff. Perhaps almost unseemly.
All right, I get the jumps down off the rock.
Yeah, you guys
Dodges
are both kind of
worms.
mellow, calm down, and return to the group. You were thinking about going to the police station first?
That is well, right now that's currently our destination, unless something derails us from that, right? Clearly, getting to the police station is an epic quest on its own.
Much the same.
Perhaps we should stop at the examiner as well. They might know if there's been a raft of these. Maybe more children have gone missing. They will be the head of all that information. I used to work there, you know? Examiner. Know a few people. Perhaps get some information. But police first. Yes, let's go to police first.
Are they going to give you the time of day? At the examiner, if they kicked you out?
Wasn't getting kicked out. They were just downsizing.
Yeah, you know that you didn't go out under bad terms. It's just we can't afford to keep all the reporters in.
Supposedly, although I still am pretty suspicious of that Theodore guy. Have to wait for later for that one. Where are we going?
These days, all your business partners are showing their true colors.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm assuming all the other people kind of walked away from us.
Yeah, they're kind of like back to like minding their own business. They kind of just start keeping their distance.
Not what I'm used to. The one time Charles and I walking across the street would get stares from everyone, wishing they were us. The longingness, the sadness in the child's eye, knowing they'd never reach and attain our wealth. It was glorious. But now, sadly, I wish to have just a spot of what that child had. Very well. To the police station we go.
Okay. As you guys are going there, you find the police station in town. It's pretty easy. You know, the big police station sign out front. It's a two-story gray building on Ashcroft Street. And as you go in, you see the desk worker is, you guys might have had run into him. You know, he might have helped you out when you were just living in Crawley. You see Eamon McCool. He's sitting at the front desk.
McCool, you said?
Yeah.
Eamon
McCool.
McCool. Nice.
Yeah.
You said you had ties with
No, I
these
think
people?
that Agatha said that she had ties with the police station.
You said you knew people here.
Very well.
I
can feel the walk.
probably talked to these guys many times. She'll walk right up to the front desk and she'll be like,
Imagine the lawyer would have dealings
what
with
was it? Oh,
Eamon.
Eamon?
And we have a lawyer.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have a lawyer too.
Is it Sergeant?
Yeah. Sergeant Eamon McCool.
Hey, Sergeant Eamon. Has it been a while? Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing?
Oh, Agatha. Yeah. Hi. What can I? What do you need?
We've seen trouble, and I'm here in business. We've got we've got a missing kids case, in fact, and I guess 2 questions for you. We'd like to file a report, I think, for this missing child, and I really would like to know if you've heard of any other missing children in the area.
Maybe you should sound
Off the
an
record,
Amber
of course.
Uh,
What was that?
Alert. You should sound an Amber Alert.
An Amber Alert.
I don't have those yet.
I think they're probably, they're just probably playing out in the woods or something. You just probably just go look.
No, you don't
go check.
understand. I was knocked over the noodle, smacked in the head,
She was attacked.
attacked in the noggin.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I don't know what happens out there. You guys got drunks. You could have just came in. I don't know.
Why would someone use a bit of gas to drive all the way out there to tap me on the noodle and take my child? It makes no sense.
There wasn't a car.
Here, no. I drew down. You know me. I've drawn down the tire track pattern here, and she's got the like.
There
the
wasn't a
scrapbook.
car. How do you know there wasn't a car?
Why would one go out there?
Exactly, but you should
It is suspicious.
investigate. We are still people.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm not. I think you guys should probably just take care of this yourselves.
So you've not heard of any other children gone missing? Perhaps any from town?
No,
None
none
at all.
No. Guys, really just think you should go.
All right,
go
we're
back.
going on the record now, sir.
Mhm.
So you have nothing to say about missing children. Is that correct?
I'm gonna need a probably a hard.
You want a fast talk? She's trying to get him right now.
What are you trying to like? Are you trying to like lie to him?
No, not at all. I'm
Or
trying
intimidate.
to. I guess
Yeah.
that's a little more of
Are
intimidation.
you trying to?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do
'Cause she's trying
fast talk.
She's trying to like talk quickly through like, okay, well, we're going on record. Tell me what you know about missing kids. Has anybody gone missing in town? Is anybody how would you feel if your kids are missing? What happens if the paper starts to run a report and says that the cops aren't doing anything to help missing kids in town? Sir?
Okay, I'm gonna need a hard success on this one.
All right. Do you want to, which roll? Fast talk?
Fast talk.
Okay. Just trying to, hard success.
Oh.
23 versus 60.
Okay.
She's bringing her old game back.
You
She's got
see
her
him.
notepad out and everything.
You see him there, and he's just like, listen, the chief let us know we're not supposed to take on cases or look into things for you people from the Hooverville.
Why is that?
You think he would tell me that?
Hey, we know our rights.
No, the lawyer. God, lawyer up.
Hey, that's all I'm gonna say.
Police chief is ordering his own sergeants to not investigate missing children. All right, I'm going to go bring this right to the Inquirer. Is that what you'd like to have as your official statement?
He sees that. He's like, oh, hey, right, keep my name out of this.
We
Yeah,
should go
we'll
to
keep
the
your name
mayor.
out of it, but
She
I'm
folds
taking your
the
badge
notepad
number.
down for a second and sets it face down on the counter.
I don't know a lot. Theodore Sedgwick, when he comes into town and he comes to talk to the chief, we usually get orders pretty quickly after that.
That man, I knew he was behind something. I knew my husband was. And she's like whispering at him. My husband was investigating him. He's suspicious as heck.
So Theodore Sedgwick is hoodoo. I'm assuming that me as a character would know who that is.
Yeah, so Theodore Sedgwick is a man in town that, while others have been failing, like yourselves, he has been on a meteoric rise. Financially,
whiz kid.
Financially, he's incredibly wealthy now. He seemingly made all of the right choices before the Depression, and then during the Depression, he's only gained more wealth.
Is that the guy? Is that your guy?
No, it doesn't make any bloody sense, though. No, my business was taken over by Roscoe Malloy, damn bastard.
Roscoe P. Malloy.
Who, much like Theodore, though to a lesser degree, is another man who has been doing amazingly since the Depression.
It is not right to prey on the troubles of others. We should go to the mayor's office.
They're not going to let you in the mayor's office, and you know
I'm sure we can just walk right in.
I'm sure you can't. And you can see that he is actively like,
I'm
you're
going
going to do
the
that? All right.
Agatha sighs and puts her notebook away, and she says, "Okay. Thank you for giving us something. It'll be a bit, but maybe this is the right person to talk to. We should go or investigate, perhaps.
You want to talk to Theodore?
I want to see what he's up to. I don't like it. I never liked him, and I still don't like him."
Where is Theodore in town?
He has a building in town. It's kind of like a major business building, but you know there is no chance that you're going to get in there. There are security guards, and you know.
Maybe you could pull another worm and throw it at
I don't even know what we're talking about here. We're just looking
As
for.
he hears
No,
that
I don't want
you're
it.
going to go try to talk to
No.
Sedgwick or the mayor, he's
No
like,
worms.
"Listen, I gave you that information because of our past working together. But if you start causing any more trouble in this town, you will be arrested. And I don't know, but I'm just saying a lot of people are going missing asking too many questions."
We have people going missing too. I understand what you're saying, Sergeant, and I respect that you shared this in confidence. Appreciate that. Thank you. But we also have kids missing. Would you do me a favor? If you do find any more information about kids missing or other people going missing, just let me know. I want to put together any information that we can on this story and try to get to the bottom of it. My husband just died this morning. She starts to break down. He's gone. You understand? He's gone.
Sorry for your loss.
Anything that you find out, just tell me off the record, and we'll try to help solve what's going on too.
Hey, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I got my own job to think about, my own kids to think about. I think you guys need to leave now.
We'll leave, but they're coming for us right now. They will come for you later. And with that, she turns around and walks away.
Well, I don't know what else to do with this person in town with this police. That was not a good. That was probably not a good way for us to go, I guess. Any other ideas?
Have we actually checked in Billy's shack yet?
His tent? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
left
he
it.
wasn't.
Go in.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where
Found the tracks.
Agatha found the tire tracks.
Okay, yes.
You guys have obviously been in the town before. You know some of the buildings here. Kind of the more important areas are the Crawley Examiner, or there's the hospital. Yeah.
Maybe we could check the
Oh
hospital.
yes, the hospital. What am I thinking? That's a poor. That's me being a poor mother. Was probably bumped over the head. But the hospital, yes. Perhaps my poor Agatha was injured, and instead of going to you, good doctor, she actually wandered away to the hospital.
Let's hope that's the case.
A full 2 miles down the road.
Yes, my dear Esther will do amazing things. She is a brilliant child. Perhaps she was unable to find the doctor. I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know.
Head
Maybe
of
there's other people with the same disease.
the former colleague disappeared not far from here either. I know where. It didn't specify in the background.
You don't know where he disappeared from, but you know where he lived.
Who was his colleague?
He was a professor, a former colleague at Miskatonic University. He had strange ideas about multiple universes and strange dimensions.
These words, universe, dimension, they mean what? I don't understand.
Well, his research was strange. He was a brilliant man, but I didn't understand much of it.
Did he experiment on children?
No, not that I knew. No.
Well, he seems to be a linguist of some sort since he's making up all these words.
I think
Words
it's
like
probably physicists.
paranormal hooky stuff.
I've heard some of these. I think it's more physicist than linguist.
I understand the word universe,
Yes.
but he said multi-universe,
Yes.
which I don't know about you, but we live in the universe.
Well,
Sounds like a bunch of nonsense to me.
You apply your standard linguistics, then multi-universe. He's probably studying the idea that there's more than one. I don't know how that could be, but this is what it would mean English-wise.
Well, Carl, you're a physicist. What do you think the possibility of such a thing is?
There are theories. We try to keep an open mind. You come up with theories, you test them, and the scientific process.
How do you test the theory of there being more than one universe, though? How? How would you test this?
Different things. They come up with new things all the time. Different, like this X-ray thing that they've done with. It's fascinating.
So give me a educational.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
Same.
Success.
No, 76 out of 80.
Close.
That was a squeaker of a success.
Very close. Okay, so like you said, you don't know much because this wasn't your exact field of expertise. You weren't looking into the multiverse. You just remember in conversations that you had with Aspen Hawks that he referred back to a man named Tillinghast's work, where he was trying to stimulate the pineal gland to allow people to essentially see things from this dimension. It always came off kind of like hogwash. And he always talked about how his technique would have a more technical approach, but when probed, he really wouldn't get into more of the science around it.
Perhaps.
Probably was I can put two words together too, like completely idiotic.
Well, it's just passing strange that my colleague has disappeared, your children have disappeared, Billy has disappeared.
Maybe they've all went to this multiverse.
It's possible.
I don't even have money for a cab. How did they get there?
Well, my colleague was doing strange things.
Perhaps he took them. I don't know, but we seem to be reaching. Don't we have any better leads?
It's gotta just be a flu.
Wait, what better leads
Let's
do you
just
need?
think about this for a minute.
I've had the
We have
flu. I've never coughed up a worm.
We have a paranormal physicist. We have two children that have gone missing. Is there any connection between all three? Is there something they have in common?
Yes, they're all missing. Weren't you
Yes.
paying attention?
Yes, but also you have this Sedgwick guy who keeps coming to town and triggering new orders to the police captain. He also was the person that my husband was investigating before he fell ill, strangely ill. I've never seen a person turn to ash like that, and it's so insane. How could you How could you turn to ash? It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, but the Sedgwick guy, he's triggering all of this somehow. He must be. We have to investigate him quietly. Clearly, he's wealthy. He's going to have security. But how do we find out where his comings and goings are and what he's up to?
I sense some wishful thinking on your part that he is the
An architect,
instigator of architect of our demise,
yeah.
since your husband was so dutifully investigating him.
But that's what the sergeant just said. Was that anytime he comes to town, he tells the captain to tell him not to help us. And your kid just went disappearing right after he got new orders to not help us. Suspicious, don't you think?
Well, what exactly was your husband investigating about Sedgwick?
Well, you've probably seen how he's made so much wealth. It's insane. It doesn't make any sense. It boggles the mind. How could he have come up with this amount of wealth when all of the rest of us are becoming destitute?
Did your husband keep a journal or any records of what he was finding out?
Yes, I mean he absolutely did, just like I do.
Where's that journal now?
I've had the journals that he wrote that I found, but I don't know if that was all of them. There's no way to know for sure.
Maybe we should have a look at what he's got.
I can reread them. Maybe I missed something. I always I skimmed them, but I was just because he asked me to, but I was trying to be respectful. But I guess he's gone now. Maybe I should go through his things. Maybe
Did he have any notes on Sedgwick's business?
He did. Yes, he had some notes.
I
think we should take a look at these journals.
I could take a look. I used to run several businesses actually, and I could maybe see if he's legitimate.
Well,
something tells me he isn't.
I've got just a few of his notebooks. It's going to be back in our tent. Thankfully not in the doctor's tent with the worms in the. But yes, we could go look through. Perhaps with your eye, we could find something new that I didn't piece together earlier.
Maybe.
I think that if you're going to do that, the rest of us, or at least some of us, should go to the hospital. If people are missing.
Well,
maybe
we're here. We're here now. Let's go to the hospital. Let's check. I've got you.
Might as well.
I'm with you. Let's go check out your head as well, since we're here.
Yes, I agree. We should.
Yes.
I don't have a penny to pay for my my noggin being clumped, but I'm hoping that my dearest Esther is here.
Okay, so you guys want to head to the hospital?
Yeah. That's my vote.
Yeah.
Everyone have a vote?
Yeah, let's go to the hospital. We're here.
We don't have another lead.
Here, yeah. But when you get back to the camp, we should definitely check out those notebooks.
Maybe I can scare up a minor injury, small claims case. And get
I'm just going
myself
to trip
back
on the
my
way in.
feet.
You'll probably just get thrown out. Don't injure yourself in the process.
Find an ambulance to chase.
Okay.
Hiram the Hammer Melnick.
We'll go to hospital. We're gonna go to the hospital then, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
Okay. So you guys head to Bentham Hospital. Coombs, you've worked there before, so you know the grounds, you know everything about it. It's on Tanner Street, and it's kind of in its own well-kept area of town. As you walk in, you see that nurse is on duty at the front desk station, and she immediately recognizes Coombs when he walks in, and she's like, No, you gotta leave. You can't be here.
No, I swear, we're looking for missing children, and we just thought we'd check here, that's all.
We don't have any children from the Hooverville here. Have a good day.
Please, there's been some sicknesses. Any aid would really help quite a lot, please.
We have a woman here who has been hit in the head. She needs to be checked out.
No, we know you guys can't pay for.
We have every
medical
legal
help.
right to gain service. You have no right to turn us away.
I'm
We have
doing
someone
it.
who's injured.
Not Nathaniel. Thomas goes up to and slams his fist on the desk and goes, "We're not here to get treatment. We're just here to ask some bloody questions. Now you're going to answer us like like we're people, because God damn it, we are. And we're gonna find these kids, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay? We're not gonna pay you nothing because you're not gonna treat us nothing. You're just gonna ask us some questions. And I'd like to get big in her face.
Okay, and as you do that, she presses a button. Orderlies to the front desk. You stay in her face.
I think we would have done better to go with the they can't refuse us treatment thing.
Well, they're gonna try it anyways.
As you are talking about that,
I'm sick of this.
I'm going to since I haven't said anything, I'm going to quietly just take a seat.
Mm-hmm.
Just slide into a seat as the ruckus is happening.
Okay, and as you're saying that,
look as poised as possible, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, I have etiquette. Yeah, crazy.
As you are kind of getting in her face and trying to get her like flustered, you see 5 orderlies come in and immediately are like, "You guys need to leave right now."
Do any of them look dusty?
No.
Oh. Dang, okay.
You need to slap them with your hand.
One of them
Nathaniel steps up and he's like, "Gentlemen, please, we'll be on our way shortly. We were just looking for our children. They're not here. That is fine. This is all just a misunderstanding. There's no need to get violent." He's going to try to turn
then
into
are you going to leave?
Well,
Dotto leaves. He has no.
While we're creating a scene,
and want us gone.
I would like to just kind of like
I'm not going to fight 5 guys.
Just kind of like walk behind, see if I can walk.
You're being stealthy over there?
You're trying to stealth through?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Give me that. Give me
What
that.
can it hurt?
Yeah.
I'm being thrown out anyway. Here we go. No.
Yeah, they see you. They see that you're trying to sneak past them, and one of them will kind of grab your shoulder and start walking you out. Unless you want to try to oppose.
No,
him.
no. As they pull me back, I'll be like, "Wow, you look like you've had a few meals."
Is anybody going to try to oppose this?
No. Carlos Barnes on his way out. He is not physical. He's not. I mean, he's bigger, but he's not.
Yeah, I'm old and decrepit too.
Walking with a walking stick. He's not.
Yeah. I'm going to try to stealth. As soon as they do this,
You
ducks.
can't do that anymore.
No stealth.
No.
Okay, we're all eyeballed. All right.
You've been
Never mind.
called.
Fine then.
Never mind.
I only let him do that because he said that he's sitting somewhere else.
Yep. Yeah, he moved. That was good.
Yeah.
All right. No, she walks
Whatever
out.
she does, good sir.
Yeah. Yes.
I know my outfit's a bit tethered, and my makeup isn't done as well as it should be, but still. Anyway, well, that was a big waste of time. My dear Esther's out there, probably cold and crying somewhere. Perhaps she came back. I'd like to head back to the camp and see if she's returned.
Yes, let's.
No.
Anybody have anything else in town?
Nathaniel Coombs would know that there is a door on the back of the hospital that you could maybe get in.
No, depending if somebody had sort of left it or maybe was coming and going at the same time.
People, the orderlies like to take their smoke breaks out back. Come with me around the side. Maybe we can just poke around real quick.
Maybe they left some extras out there.
Perhaps we wait a little bit to let them.
Yeah. How much does a sandwich cost these days?
More than you got.
I would like to dig around and see if there's any
Checking,
news
she's got like
about other
$1.
people
Well,
coughing.
you can go to the diner and
Get some scraps.
if they have them, they can give you stuff.
Casually wait by the dumpster.
Maybe the people at the diner would be a little bit more forthcoming if they saw a car drive by. Wouldn't be so.
Stop! It's on the way back to the camp.
I believe that our good doctor here has mentioned that behind the hospital we'll be able to find a way to sneak in.
Yes, if we sneak in around back, we can probably avoid all that ruckus we've just made in the front. I think I could.
I do have $1. on me,
Mhm.
right? Like if we hit the general store, like I could get a bar of soap, for example. You get like a little bit of food. I brought up a 1940s cost of food on your
You just save yourself. You save your dollar, friend.
1931.
1931. Yeah,
Well,
so
yeah.
a little bit cheaper.
If we get kicked out of the hospital, could I go around back and scrounge for a half-smoked cigars?
Give me a luck roll.
Hard success.
Hard success.
You
Hey,
find,
seven
you
out of
find
20.
most of
Yeah,
a cigar.
you find probably like 5 like half-done cigarettes, and you find a full unused cigarette that somebody might have just dropped on accident.
It's a little bent.
Oh, bloody hell.
Visible.
I stuff that into the deepest pocket. I keep that for a special day and smoke the half-smoked ones.
I kind of, as you do that, as I kind of see you stuff it in there, it reminds me of my dear Charles and his. He would often smoke cigars, and how I found one finished before he used a 38 on himself.
Is anybody at the back door?
I guess I am. I'm smoking half a cigarette, but
I don't know how we're gonna get in here.
47 out of 50.
Yeah, nobody's back there.
We could try if you want to go back. I've picked a lock in my day.
They've said that no children were here, unless you think something sinister is happening here at the hospital.
I don't think I trust
Can you
them.
think of anything more sinister than children missing?
I think they shoot us away a little fast.
I don't think
Maybe
they're here,
there might be something of interest to find.
but it might not hurt to poke around. In fact, maybe we can, maybe we could get a little bit of antibiotic while we're at it. Never hurts. Have it in camp.
Doc,
I
the
could use some
doctors still
supplies
take
for
that
camp.
Hippocratic oath, don't they?
Well, I will. Well, these doctors not so much lately, but I certainly have followed my oath and will continue to do so. We need some supplies at the very least.
Yeah.
I once had a woman at the etiquette school. She told us oftentimes, be good ladies, always present yourself in the best light. And then one evening, I walked around and I saw her lip to lip with one of the professors, and clearly she took her own Hippocratic oath.
This one?
No. But I'm just saying, you cannot trust people at all.
And Dr. Coombs, you will know that Dr. Cavendish, your former colleague and who owns the hospital now, he will sometimes give you like supplies, and he knows that you can't pay for it, so it kind of comes out of his pocket.
What's that person's name?
Dr. Cavendish.
Okay.
Dr. Cavendish. I do have one friend on the inside, at least. He's hard to get a hold of through normal means, but Dr. Cavendish might be able to help us out or give us more information.
What I'm wondering here is why we want to spend any time at this hospital. They said nothing, and nothing has led us here. The only thing we have are my dear missing Esther, that boy Billy gone, your husband we all know, and these tire tracks. Beyond that, everything else has been assumption on our part.
Well, we need to find a lead somewhere, and I
Let's
need the
head back to
supplies
camp.
in, regardless.
Sit back to camp. We'll look over those journals. Maybe we'll see something about this Sedgwick.
Aye, these bastards have pissed me off enough.
So what goes on with the Prospect Estate? What goes on with the Prospect Estate here in Crawley?
You just know that it's the largest estate in the area. It's just a very, very large house.
Who owns it?
As in Hawks used to live there when he was around.
But nobody owns it
You
now?
don't really know. You guys have been out of town. I could take a intelligence check to see if maybe you know.
Probably been trying to keep tabs as much as I can, so I'd roll that. Is it just him?
Success.
He got it.
Okay.
Never mind.
Nice.
You know that
62 out of 70.
in the interim, Sedgwick has purchased the house.
Oh,
Knew it. Up to something that's no good.
Yes, this Sedgwick person has now purchased the house where my colleague disappeared from.
Yes, and he was the one who was telling them not to help us.
Yes.
Do you think maybe he might, for some reason, want to take my Esther because she's such a beautiful young woman and he'll want to raise her as her own?
Or some other word that begins with R, yeah.
Nice. Damn it.
Bleak prospect.
Very bleak class, but yeah.
Well, let's return to camp, shall we?
No, I say we should go over to see this Crawley.
Hmm.
I know the estate well. I've been there many times. In fact, I had my very first dance with dear sweet Charles there in the ballroom all those years ago, long before Esther, before our down-trodden, before all of this, before the only thing that became between me and my husband was a 38, and this.
Haven't you been kicked out of enough places yet today?
They're on a roll. It's
Oh,
like,
trust me.
Batting 100,
you
honestly.
can get kicked out of a lot more. It's fine.
Agnes, maybe we should take a look at those journals.
No. I think he's right.
If he got something on Sedgwick, then maybe we have something to bargain with.
Ooh, interesting. I don't think that confronting Sedgwick is an intelligent choice right now.
Not
but
yet.
We might be able to get eyes on the compound.
They all credited me
Shall we?
insane, so I shouldn't be trusting anything he was saying.
I don't know if you know that.
I saw the roll.
I'm fine now. And I'm saying something very sane.
I'm feeling
We should
so
not
much better.
go to war when we
got
can
better.
gather intelligence first. And that's what I suggest we do. Let's go gather intelligence
Starting with
near,
his journals.
near this mansion, since we're already in town.
What time is it? About roughly.
It was like early in the morning when you first started going. It's probably like middle of the afternoon, probably like 3-4 o'clock or something.
Okay. Well, I think maybe. Well, if you want to, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take us to investigate those journals. That's a lot of reading.
Let's do it tonight.
Well, in the meantime, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Perhaps we can, if anything, perhaps if we check around the outskirts of Prospect, we may find ourselves some more of your nubs that you so like to mouth, or perhaps a small bottle of wine or gin tucked deep within the trash cans that have not been quite plucked through.
Yes,
you
let's
guys
be
want
stealthy,
to-
sneaky. You got to keep it quiet as we approach, and maybe we can see something that we wouldn't have seen. Trust me, look natural. And you're heading somewhere else. Maybe we walk past the place.
I don't know, fly casual.
yeah.
So you
Just
guys
go
want
ahead.
to
Hiram
read the
looks at his
notes
dirty old
and then
suit
go
and
to
says,
Prospect?
"Get any,
Well,
if I look
is
any
it
more
in your
natural,
town?
it'll be organic."
Prospect?
Prospect is kind of like a little bit past your Hooverville, out of town.
It's out.
So
Oh,
you would
yeah,
pass
yeah.
the Hooverville, you
Then
pass all that
yes,
stuff.
we should go back to our camp first.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll go to Prospect tomorrow. How's that sound, everybody? Walk back.
Prospect is the
The mansion.
mansion that Carl's colleague used to live in.
And I want to hear this correctly. You want to sleep the night through while 2 children are missing.
I didn't say that.
No,
That's an Agatha.
That's kind of what I was proposing.
Yeah.
But-
Because you're insane.
but-
And someone needs to explain this to you.
I'm just hungry. Maybe we need to stop at the cafe and see if they have any scraps for us on our way back to
You just
camp.
want an excuse to use to pull out that dollar and show everyone how you're so much better than us.
I'm sure you have $1 too.
I've seen your
Just a collection of
your character sheet.
pennies
Yeah,
anyway.
well, in,
Just a half $1.
well, in 1931, $1 would stretch a lot further. Be like a nickel for a cup of coffee.
Yep. I mean, we can get a little bit here and there like that, yeah, but it's not like, I mean, that's it. There's no income, so it's like
Mhm.
that's all we've got right now. So you got to absolutely be careful what you're spending on, right?
But I'd be
I'm
willing to
kind of
come back to camp.
with Agatha here. We really need to find the children. The first day is the most important in cases like this.
All right.
Yes, I've
Cafe,
seen the
We've
first
got no
48
leads
many
against
times.
to go on.
Scraps.
Maybe they saw the cargo by the diner.
Yep. Yes. Exactly. Let's ask. And subtly this time. I think we.
How often do cars drive around town? Being that it's
I mean, it's a main road,
Yeah.
and it leads to Arkham, which is a big city. So, it's not uncommon that cars are driving around there.
yeah.
Just not through our camp though.
No, not through your camp. Yeah.
Except for child abductions, of course, naturally.
Naturally.
Yeah.
So the road to the diner, the road to the camp is on the same road as the.
Yeah, essentially the road to the camp, here's like the main road, and it's just like a dirt path into the Hooverville off of the main road.
Gotcha. But
And
like
where is
between,
the?
sorry, I think we're asking the same thing. So town we're in, and then you got Arkham way over here. But between that is Cafe, our camp, and the Prospect Mansion, kind of in that order, correct? Yeah.
So where is the dirt road in relation to the diner?
I mean, it's like a mile away from your Hooverville. It's like right kind of middle.
So we can stop at the diner, then then we get to camp, and then we head over towards Prospect. It's literally in that order.
Yeah.
Okay, diner it is. Does anybody object to rummaging through the refuge of those few people who have a spare nickel or dollar to spend?
No objections here.
No, I got no objections.
Lots of objections, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I could use a snack.
Yes.
Okay. You guys head over to the diner. The building itself is like one of those prefabricated like railroad cars, like a really old school kind of diner look.
Mickey's.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Yep.
And do you are you going in the front? Are you going around the back?
But I'm going to start by suggesting that we rummage through the trash first, because if once they run us off, it'll be difficult later.
All right.
Rummage through the trash?
Well,
Any coffee?
I'm a lady, but I have a brute and a
Professor.
professor. Professor, you believe? Can't you calculate the probability of certain bags having the more better food?
I have a brute for that.
Then once you calculated, brute.
I do not. Well, just look for the ones that seep the most. Have the food stuffs.
How much are they charging for a toast and egg today?
I don't know,
Typically,
like,
You and your fucking dollar.
probably like 10 cents, maybe.
that's kind of what I was guessing.
10 cents. Yikes! That's a steep price.
Well, that seems about right. I was just looking through like a list of prices of like pork and beans can would be like 5 cents. So like something prepared.
What about
roughly
just the
same
pork
cost.
or just the beans?
Yeah, exactly.
And so
I'll go in and I'll ask for. I'll see if I can order just a simple plate of egg and.
Okay. As you walk in, you see the owner, Ida Brody, and she just looks up. And he's like,
I'm paying today.
hey, "You know, you got to go around back.
I'm paying today.
I know. You got to go around back. I don't want you around the customers."
All right. Okay. I'll go around back. Thanks.
All right, I'm gonna
What's his
rummage
name?
through the trash.
Ida.
Ida.
Thanks, Ida.
Ida Brody. You're gonna rummage through the trash.
Of course. I
Are you
will.
being quiet about it at all, or are you just kind of like?
No, I will sneakily, because my stealth isn't awful, but it's
Yeah.
not great.
Give me a stealth and a spot hidden.
Great. That's a combined one. Right?
Yeah.
So is it just one of them?
I mean, different outcomes for what is going to happen.
Okay.
Just let
so
me know.
I will go start with my stealth, which is going to be somewhere around here. Right here. Stealth roll. Complete fail, 70 of 40. And spot hidden. Complete success at 3250.
Okay.
So she
yeah.
loudly finds something.
Yeah. You're able to find like some like half-eaten pieces of bread that aren't really like caked in like garbage juice. There's some fruit and things like that. But from inside, you hear Ida very loudly, "Get out of the trash! I know what you're doing." And then the door bursts open and she's staring at you.
I stand up and I stand up and while I'm standing in the trash, I fix my outfit, tug, and I look around and I go, "Oh, I thought this was the ladies' room. My mistake."
Yeah, okay, sure. You know I don't want you rummaging in the trash. If I have stuff, I'll give it to you.
Oh, well, thank you, Ida. I appreciate it.
Perhaps some information.
What?
Her
There,
kid's missing.
there was
Esther.
Yeah, her child is missing.
Okay.
We have another child missing in the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps someone saw a car. There was a car in the camp, and we don't.
There's a lot of cars that drive past here. Do you have any description?
These
It
tire
had
tracks.
wheels.
These. She realizes how ridiculous the question is asking about tire tracks.
Don't worry about her. She's clinically insane.
Indefinitely.
We got the
Cars loaded with children.
Tracks? I couldn't tell. if
Yes, there would have been a boy and a
track did
girl.
Anything else?
I know.
It would have been late at night.
Okay.
You need any help
Like,
around
how
here? I could
late
use
do
a
you think?
job.
You remember that Nancy told you that it was around 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. There's a few cars. Yeah. The only one that's kind of coming to mind, I saw this Cadillac.
that is a big car. Yes.
Would I know? Actually, I've done
It's,
some of this type of investigative journalism before. Like, would I know if Cadillacs would have the types of tire tracks that I saw?
Not really. It was it was one of those really fancy Cadillac 16s. Hey. Yeah. Yeah.
Where did you see this Cadillac? Perhaps my daughter's life is at stake.
I saw it last night.
Driving through town?
No, they did a pit stop in here, and then I thought they were going to come, but they just drove off towards the Greenleys and like the Prospect area.
Did they have a puppet?
I don't know.
So I'm trying to get the diagnostic, trying to get the area in my brain.
Yeah.
So is Ida saying that they were heading from our camp or heading toward our camp?
They were they're coming from your camp, pulled in. They're in the parking lot for a little while. And they pulled out and drove away.
Okay.
Back towards our
Did anybody
Back
get
towards your
out?
camp and towards Prospect.
Yeah.
So they came from our camp
Yep. Turned around.
into their parking area, stayed for a minute,
Yeah.
and then took off and drove back toward our camp.
Yeah.
And our camp is between the town and Arkham
Mm-hmm.
Prospect.
And Prospect.
and Prospect.
Yeah.
Prospect being the estate.
Yeah.
Right.
Thomas Dolan. The second she says Cadillac 16, that you remember you had a Cadillac 16
I used to have one of those.
It was you.
and you already know Malloy bought your house and he bought your car.
Oh bloody hell! That was Roscoe Malloy. I'm sure of it. Bastard took my business. He's got my wheels too.
You're the very nice guy.
Well then, perhaps.
Used to, yes.
Well, we have a couple of places to look at, and we should make up our minds because walking in these heels is killing me.
Can I buy a couple of pieces of toast and eggs, please?
I can give you guys some.
Much appreciated.
And
God bless you. Bless
she
you.
goes back and kind of grabs like a few things that weren't like on people's plates that weren't touched, and she gives you the old coffee grounds that have been used up.
Thank you. Bless you. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Lorraine, I hope you find Esther.
As do I. Thank you, Ida. I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Just stay out of the trash next time.
Ladies' room.
All right. Goodbye. Bye. We'll be on our way.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we have a couple places we can check out Prospect, but in between here and Prospect, there
Here's our camp.
is our camp. So we can go back to camp.
We'll stop
I'm not
there. Check my husband's my late husband's journals.
Thomas, where did you from here? Where is your
Dusty
former home?
Coombs.
Where the comb? Where the Thomas, your house was your old house. Where is that in reference? Is that here in town?
I don't think so.
No,
think
it
all
would be
it
kind of
says
near
is-
Prospect. He had a very big house.
All right.
Had.
For
I'm not sure I lived in Crawley or that the plant was in Crawley. Yeah, it just says Crawley is my adopted hometown.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you live
Yeah,
there.
you
Yeah.
lived in Crawley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like, and you lived in this area. You know,
Yeah.
you all lived either in Crawley or in like the Greenlees or any of that kind of places.
all right then.
So it could be that he's gone back to what used to be my house.
So do you want to leave the diner here and head toward your house? Is it his house that comes up first, or is it town, or is it the?
Our camp is up
The
next.
camp.
Okay, then we'll stop back at the camp on the way to
Prospect.
Crawley's or to
This
Prospect.
No, who's the guy who bought your house?
Roscoe Malloy. As much as I'd like to go give him a piece of my mind, I don't think he would. I don't think he was in the stealing kids business, just in the stealing all my fortunes business.
Well, you know what we could do? We don't have to investigate his house. We just got to investigate his Cadillac. Perhaps we could determine whether a
Yes, if his tire tracks match these, then
correct.
it was him.
Then we'll know. It's another Cadillac. But then
How many of those are around here? There's not very many 16s. Those are very extravagant vehicles.
they are.
Back in the day, I had the only Cadillac in town.
See? There are not very many of those.
All right.
But who knows? We'll only know if we check. So we gotta. But let's go. Let's go see if. I like your idea of checking Harold's journals. Maybe you'll see something that I missed.
I think we should go check out those tire tracks first while they do the journals.
It's on the way.
Yeah.
And they're now my journals. They're my journals.
But I don't know how fast you can read. You are insane. So
Perhaps I will continue to be insane.
yes. Perhaps we can write you by checking those tire tracks.
So to camp then.
And then while they search out your journals, you've already read them once. You already know what you're going to know.
Had you read through them? Because I thought you said he asked you not to.
I've only seen what he's sort of shown me. So I've seen bits and pieces of it and understand roughly what he was researching. But
I wanted to.
it was his research. I don't sit and read through all of his stuff.
We have a professor
I
here.
wanted to take a look at his any details about his business. I think his accounting might be shady.
Let's go to the camp and check out the journals.
In the meantime, Agatha and I will go check out the tires. I mean, we're just two girls in the town, right?
Huh.
What are they going to do to us?
So you're heading back
Well-
to Crawley.
Two women.
I mean, we're all probably
Two women
walking back
alone
towards the
in the
camp right now.
1930s.
Huh?
We're all walking back towards the camp
Yeah.
right now, and then just she's
We're not
trying to
alone.
talk me into like letting them go back into camp and find the journals on their own and read through them,
Mhm.
and split the party naturally.
Yep.
Well, the two of us go try to investigate. But I mean, the worst that could happen, of course, is we get kicked out or murdered. Nobody seems to care these days. I would rather have the safety in numbers.
By
to
the
be honest.
time it takes them to read those journals, we could be two Roscoe's place and back with the good news that we found Esther.
And what do we do if we do find Esther and she's
But
there
he said
under guard?
The car went to Prospect in that area.
It's
Yeah,
past
that's
the
back.
camp.
That's Prospect and Roscoe's place are right next to each other.
Yeah, past the camp. So we're almost at camp, and we're trying to decide: do we keep walking or do we turn into the camp?
How big are these journals? How long do you think it will take them to read through those journals?
It's only got a couple.
Yeah, I'd probably say you could probably get through them in like an hour and a half.
All right, fine. I can wait an hour to an hour and a half.
Then we'll have safety in numbers. It'll be better, especially at night. It's going to be dark by the time we get over there, anyways.
Yeah,
In November, yeah.
it's already getting kind of dark.
Yes.
But
Me
we're
with-
with you. We're not leaving.
Me
We're not
without
leaving.
my pumps.
We're not leaving. We will go with you, and we will find
All right, we're gonna head to town or head to
camp.
So yeah, you guys head back to the Hooverville, and you start poring over these notes, just to kind of make sense of them. So
Yeah,
nobody
we
give me a
scan
libraries.
quickly for anything related to the keywords we were just talking about, right? We have Theodore Sedgwick. He had a code name in there too. It was bubble. So look for anything that says bubble on it. I don't know why he called it that, but sometimes you use a code word if people are looking through your notes. I know that was it, so look for that one. And obviously we have the two houses we were talking about here. So you should sort of gives them all some sort of like tips as they're looking through a couple of these books together.
Okay. How'd you guys do?
Failure.
What do you want us to do? Library use?
Yeah.
Oh, my library use is
46 out of 60.
Okay.
Did he have any notes on the like financial situation of Thomas Sedgwick? I've
19 out of 20.
Nice.
I've got
Yes,
like a lot of
absolutely.
skill in.
He
Uh,
Yeah, he was investigating he was sort of a secretive financial whiz kid, but he was keeping track of the sort of his acquisitions as much as he could hear about the news and all those sorts of things. Anything he could hear, he was writing down about him.
Yeah. So Thomas, you.
could I bring my accounting skills to bear here?
Yeah. I mean, you can maybe. Yeah,
not
give me
gonna be-
accounting.
Not gonna be a ton of
I want to see
Yeah,
if he's
but-
like legitimate in how he. If I think that he made his fortune legitimately.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Hard success.
Yeah.
16 out of 60. That's great.
Okay, so yeah, you're kind of looking through his like the kind of financial reports that he was able to get, and everything honestly does look up to snuff. He's not like committing any fraud or doing anything like that. All the numbers are really are making sense to you. In
Business X for this many dollars was
Mhm.
like, okay, I could see that at this
Yeah.
time.
The only difference is he didn't get sick.
Yeah, and you notice like essentially any avenue that he went down, he never lost money on it. He was only gaining money. He
Huh.
never made, from what you can see, he's never made a bad decision on this kind of stuff.
Always winning.
Yeah. And then you also passed, right?
16 sorry. I got a 19 out of 20, which is a regular success on library use.
Yeah. You see these notes. He's writing obviously about all these business dealings and things like that. But you also notice things. There's a term, the Midas circle.
Midas?
Yeah, MIDIS circle. And under that is you see a couple names. You see Roscoe Malloy, and you see Casper Brink. Casper,
Brink.
like that spooky ghost.
Okay. And do I know who Casper Brink is?
Would you?
I don't know.
You wouldn't, but Hiram would.
All right. As I'm watching it out, I'm reading this journal. I go, look at here. It says something about a Midas circle. If I remember right from my folklore, Midas had something about gold. I will say this: that within this circle is Roscoe and some chap named Casper. Casper Brink.
And
If ever I heard a name made up, that one would be it.
yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
Oh,
Casper Brink bought out my law firm, bought out all my offices.
Oh, you too.
they're
Yep.
just as successful as these other two clowns.
Yeah,
So you're saying you were on the brink of disaster?
you could say that.
But not an alias for this Sedgwick, huh?
Could, but let's not.
It's a different man.
So this Midas circle. Do we know anything more about it?
No, not really. It's a that's kind of, and it's even like Casper Brink, Roscoe Malloy, kind of like question marks around that, and he's kind of thinking about this. He has notes about how they are also rising financially and have been doing pretty well.
What about that? What about the doctor that you know? Was his name on that list?
Dr. Cavendish, you mean?
I can't remember the name.
Yeah, it was Dr. Cavendish.
Dr. Cavendish.
And Maureen, you did not see Cavendish's name.
Well, these notes here pointing to something he has some curiosity about, and I'm assuming this Midas circle is his own thoughts. Maybe he's trying to collect who is the one who's gaining all of the good graces. If I recall my lore, and I do without making a roll, Midas could, everything he touched turned to gold. He had chosen nothing wrong.
It
Sounds to me like
sounds like this, doesn't it? All
Sounds
three of
to me.
these men.
Yeah, no, especially when you look at his early business dealings, there was no mistakes, no trial and error, just winning after winning.
It's not possible, right? It's not possible without some sort
Yes,
of
you have to
magic.
spend,
That's
you have
not
to
real,
lose
right?
money to earn it, yes.
So,
Spend it to gain it. And he just won.
but I don't care about
Not
it.
bloody fair.
I want to
So-
find out about the tire tracks to my daughter.
yes, but the people in the town, is it is everybody sick?
Everybody is getting sick.
I'm not.
We're all like a little frail as a result of this whole thing.
Can't you put your resources, your ability to put your stories together and piece together who is in the camp that is also maybe there's more pointing to how are everybody here getting sick but no one in town?
I mean, you are living in essentially like
Filth.
in filth.
But if everybody's
We're a
getting
bloody leper
weird
colony is
sick,
what we are.
I just figure
Yeah.
it's the Starbucks.
I've never seen living in filth turn a man to dust before.
Usually just turns him into more filth.
It's probably a European thing.
But are people in back in town in Crawley getting sick too?
No,
Not
Not really.
Okay.
All right, I'm thinking. No, so Maureen's concern is going to be about her daughter, and so I think she's going to want to put this on ice and go find out if that Cadillac ran off with might be the one who absconded with Esther and Billy, of course.
but
I agree.
Yes, I mean, I would recognize that Cadillac anywhere.
And I'd recognize these tire tracks, or we can at least compare them.
And I'd recognize Esther.
And Billy.
one would hope, yes.
Oh, Billy, of course, as well.
Does anybody actually know Billy very well?
The doctor does.
you all do.
He works with me almost every day helping out in the shanty town.
Yes.
He's like a
Oh, the
little-
boy! The doctor boy, yes.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll keep you up to speed.
But I'm on board with heading out. We can go to Prospect and his old house and sneak around, perhaps with the darkness here. Everyone bundle up, of course. But with the darkness, we would have an advantage going around, and maybe we can see or hear something inside the houses that they're talking about.
Well, had to-
Maybe the kids, or maybe the Cadillac, or maybe we'll hear something about this Midas circle when we're out there as well.
I don't think that anybody's going to be announcing themselves as part of the Midas Circle. I think it was just a note.
And
But everyone, shh, we're not going full frontal assault here. That did not work in town.
Yes.
And like you said, it is getting darker out here. How are you guys planning to navigate once it's getting like pitch black out?
Well, we do. We're assuming that a place that even in this time of despair, because Roscoe himself has revenue, that his house will most likely have some light on it.
To get over there and back and stuff. I hear you.
Well,
I
the
mean,
road, it's one road, right?
Yes. And I mean, I've been in investigative journalism for many years. I do have my trusty flashlight.
And
It's not big. It is a small one here, but this will at least get me through the small amount of the brush.
Okay. Is that like mechanically you had a flashlight on your person in your bio?
No.
Nice try.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I've been a
Felt
parent.
reasonable.
Been a parent for
No, it's
12
not-
years.
It's not unreasonable, but I am going to make you
Let me
do
double
a
check.
luck roll to see if you still have it or you even have the batteries.
Yeah,
to use
what's
it.
it-
That's the trick.
batteries still have
That's
a charge.
exactly. That is exactly what I was picturing. So
Yeah.
perfect.
I
Was
have
it luck or? Sorry, I'm just double checking if there was anything in the description that I missed.
Yeah, I would say luck roll.
Fair. All right, well, let's do it. And I haven't spent any yet. I can't find it. There it is. She clicks it a couple times. Damn it! If I didn't have a battery.
Do you want to maybe use some luck? Do you think you can get there?
Can you push a roll?
You can push your roll.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah.
Remind me, mechanics. What happens with
So
that?
essentially, you can push a roll, but if you fail, you're going to critically fail,
Probably break
and
the
something
thing,
bad is going to
basically,
happen.
or worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean she just tries it and it's not working.
Mhm.
I mean, do you have any? Do we have just a simple torch? We have the equipment to make this fire every night.
Mhm.
Maybe we can bundle up and fashion a crude torch out of this. And she starts digging through the fire that
I
we have each night.
thought you wanted to go stealthily.
Yes, but in case we need a
Big
light.
giant fire is going to point us out very clearly.
And on the road until we get there, perhaps we should use it.
Wait. Do you have a lighter? Just something so we can see by the road, by the path if we need it.
I think Thomas carries a box of matches, probably soggy and half empty, but hey.
Well, there's something if we need to decide if there's a path there or not. So she'll fashion a torch out of whatever we can do, but you're not going to light it.
Cloudy.
Here, rip up some of
it's
these old
pretty
shirts
classy.
and soak
Very-
it in the coffee. I'm pretty sure it's flammable.
All right, we'll skip the soaking part.
Alcoholic? What?
Yeah.
No, it's not
Like a shirt.
alcohol. It's I don't
You
know
know,
what's in it.
the doctor has some, some things with alcohol cleaning in his tent.
True. So we could
He
we
did,
could do it.
and then someone drank it.
Well, then they
I mean,
also
it's in town, it's wine.
the tent's been quarantined now too.
Yeah.
Unless, doctor.
Well,
I'll go retrieve supplies if we need to.
Don't.
From the
She
word-
reaches out to you and she comes up quietly and she says, "Don't touch Harold. It's a little bit weird. I don't know if you saw the thing in my hand. I know I touched his leg last, so don't touch him. Just don't touch him. I don't trust it.
I'm steering very clear of that.
Okay, go.
Yeah, I guess I'll go into my tent and kind of dig through whatever sparse
go-
supplies I have left.
I'll go with to watch out.
Fashion a torch.
Yeah, you got some you definitely have like some peroxide and stuff that you can light on there.
Some gauze and rags.
Yeah, but I am going to need a spot hidden from you.
Spot hidden. Not my best. Nope.
You gonna push it?
31 at 25.
You can spend some luck.
Buy it.
For 6, I'm gonna buy it. Oop,
Oh, you are?
I'm gonna buy it.
Oh, I was
Okay,
8 away
good,
on
good,
my
good.
last roll. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I'll
so
buy it for 6 points.
You do it? Okay.
yeah, you're looking down at where those things were wriggling down there were before, and they're gone.
Oh, he's immediately on edge. He's stepping very carefully, looking around.
Yeah.
So, your husband got sick. How long until he got very bad?
It was only a couple weeks.
Mhm.
He was sick. Like none of us are doing well out here, but it was just a few weeks ago that he started to have a cough and we saw the doctor and the doctor started taking care of him, and then he, just last week he moved into the doctor's tent and he was trying to do his best. To his credit, don't blame him for any of this.
Except maybe pouring the water in his face.
what? I didn't hear what you said.
Nothing. Mm,
Except for maybe pouring the water on
Nope.
his face.
Nope. I didn't see that. It's not natural.
Nobody should live half dissolving.
All right.
It's unnatural. I don't. Nope.
All right. I know it's dark, going to be dark, but I think if we're going to sneak anywhere into that compound to check out the Cadillac, during the dark is the best we're going to have.
Yes. And we'll have light if we need it, but don't need to use it right away.
So we're going to walk down the road
Side of the road.
in the middle of the night,
Yes.
in the pitch black, cloudy night. And how do we find this house?
Well, he used to.
He knows where
I
he
used-
is.
I used to live there.
And
we've-
in the
used to
notes,
be
they
my
would have
property
written
before
down
Malloy
Casper
purchased
Brinks, Roscoe Malloy's, Sedgwick's addresses and things like that. So
Okay.
you do know where they live.
I'm
All
sure you could find your house. even if all the lights were out.
In the pitch black, if I
There's
tried-
lights on with people's houses. There's an occasional street lamp.
Down.
Are there
don't
street
down.
lamps this far out?
You get used to it.
No, but there are
By the
houses
houses.
around there. Then they do have lights on. You know, it's not going to be particularly easy to see, but you're able to at least, you know. And plus, he knows his old house and where it is.
I trust in Thomas. He'll do fabulous.
And this isn't my first.
Yes, if Malloy hasn't ruined the place too much.
All right, we're gonna head out. If you don't want to go, you can certainly stay.
No, I'll stay with the group. I'm just
Anybody not wanting to go
just
in the
concerned about finding the actual right house.
anybody not wanting to go wandering into the dark to try to find Roscoe's home and check out this Cadillac?
There's kids missing. We should go.
We're gonna all do the break. And, head off into the dark.
All right. So you guys want to head to Roscoe Malloy's. You know, it is pretty dark out. You're able to guide yourself with the road. Thomas Dolan, you do know the turnoff that you need to go on. But it is very dark, and you said you guys were trying to be stealthy.
No, we're not on the road. I mean, honestly, I'm not really worried about it. If we could see a car coming from a mile away with lights, so we could just step off the road if we needed to.
Mm-hmm.
And we only needed to step off the road 10 feet for
Yeah.
people to drive past us.
No, yeah, there is a little embankment that would give you guys cover, and there are a few cars driving by.
I was thinking particularly being stealthy as we approached the house.
Right.
Yeah, as we approach, I think Thomas would say, "Okay, put out the lights. I know the way from here. Just follow me close."
I wouldn't have even started a light yet. We could walk on the road.
No, he meant follow. He said follow the light into the house, toward the house. That's what he's talking
That
about.
works.
But no, he doesn't
but-
light one.
But just as long as none of them are black Cadillacs that were driving past, which I think we probably would recognize. This is a new car.
It's probably a little too dark to recognize like the make and model in the quick second that it drives past you.
Probably.
Well, the lights, right? The format of the lights. It's a unique car. It's his old car.
Yeah, maybe Thomas would recognize it.
Well, who knows? Maybe you could do it. Maybe you can make a critical success or something.
I'm walking towards the house in the dark, looking for my car.
Okay.
Well, Roscoe's car.
All right. Well, that's what we're gonna do. All right.
Yeah, we're heading up towards the house. We're being stealthy.
Okay. Who has the worst stealth?
I got
Mine's
40, I think I just saw.
Mine's 20.
Mine's also 20.
50.
Mine.
Told you, I've done this before.
He's a lawyer. He's got to have
20.
like 80.
It's in the middle of the skills,
Skills. Okay.
near the bottom.
I
Actually.
assume you have
20.
a 20. All right. So for the three people who have a 20, one of you is going to roll this for the group. I think it should be Thomas, just because
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
lead in
leading.
charge.
That makes sense to me.
What have you done with my bloody car, Roscoe?
Quit mumbling to yourself. We're trying to be quiet.
You rolled a 66 versus 20.
Yeah. So
Auspicious number.
no, you are not able to stealth up there. You're walking up, and you know it's trash day, and you accidentally run into one of the bins that's outside, knocking it over.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna move away from the group at that point. Actually, I'm gonna just take like 20 feet and just walk sort of parallel to the house and off into the yard. And
Okay.
I'm gonna be stealthy on my own. She's like walks off.
Okay.
Okay. So you're booking it. Everybody else, you're just standing there.
Keep walking, actually.
I think we
Okay.
should walk up there because we don't really need to do anything other than see the Cadillac and the tires. Right.
Okay.
Basically circling around, and then I'll try to go peek in any lit window. Are there any lit windows in the house, or any? What does it look like?
The lights were out, but when they hear the crash, the lights come on, and you see like a stream of lights coming on as somebody is coming down the stairs. Yeah, and you're not able to get close enough to the house in that interim.
I want you
Can I
guys to
hide
back
somewhere?
up. I want you guys to back up, and I'm walking up to the house.
Ooh. All right.
You guys take the cover. I'm walking up to the house. I'm gonna walk up to the house.
The door just slams open, and you see a man with a gun.
And I go, pardon me. Yes, I'm sorry to disturb you, but I did indeed. I saw the entrance to the road here. My vehicle a few miles back was unfortunately ran out of gas. As you know, times are hard. I was wondering if perhaps you might be able to give me a lift back to my vehicle. I'm sorry. I do have charm of 70.
I'm gonna need probably a extreme success for him to believe that you are covered in filth. You were running around in garbage.
All right.
He there's no way he believes that you even
Do
have a car.
I roll with advantage?
No. No.
Okay. Here we go. Oh.
Extreme charm. Charm it up. Charm it up, lady. Let's go.
Oh my God! I have a 70. Oh, here we go.
So that's a 17, I think, or better. Is that right?
Yeah, it's got to be an
Quarter?
extreme success.
It is not impossible.
I know, but also it pretty much
Hey, you
is.
could get close and spend a bunch of luck.
Well, the suspense is killing me.
Here goes. 46 out of 70. I have not enough. 46
That's
out
like
of 70.
29 away, I think. If I didn't know
Too
that's right.
much.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, so
You can push it.
You didn't click the
I'm in, okay.
you could push it,
What does
but you
push
do
do?
need an extreme success.
It's extreme. Yeah, pushing it's very hard, but at the same time, I think because it's Esther, because I want to have my daughter
Do you see the
around.
car in the driveway, though?
Do I see the car in the driveway?
No.
Is there a garage?
Here's garage.
Right. The point is that I can get him to open the garage up and see the car. Oh, geez.
Damn.
Do I push it? Oh, God. What do you guys think?
It's up to you.
What would you do?
What does
I'm not
pushing
sure.
do?
I mean, I'm playing Marine. Would Marine do it for her kid?
I think so. Really
I mean, I might have given it a
Yes.
shot.
Is that the only thing you have left in this world? Is your
Yeah,
daughter?
that's it. All right,
Then.
fuck it. I'm going to push it, and this is going to not end well.
The extreme-
We're on the charm.
No, I'm just going to push it. It's fine.
I know, but you have to roll against extreme. That's what he was saying.
Well, it tells me what the excess is, right?
Yeah, but we don't know what extreme is unless you click extreme. There you go.
Okay. Because it tells you what the level of success is. All right.
That's verbose.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, here goes. I'm going to almost get shot in the face here, guys.
If you fail, just run away.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is for all of this is for Esther for all my years. Plus, this is for Charlie, who for far too long supported us when we were at one time thought we would forever be well off in this world. And when Esther was a mere
And
10
now
years
she's-
old, she was shunned from a house of luxury and forced to be within the squalor that we live in now. I owe it to
Now
her.
she's gonna get shot like a dog.
I owe it to her.
Or you could break down and freak out like a woman.
Well, I am a woman, sir.
But
This
you
is
know,
my charm.
She's still within this one roll still, though.
There we
She's
go.
still doing the charm, right?
Here we go. No.
Oh, it was worse.
No.
Okay. Yeah. He immediately sees that you are from the Hooverville. He grabs your arm, pulls you inside, and closes the door.
What?
No.
And then locks the door. Who the hell are you? What are you doing at my house?
Does she ask me? I look at you. I look at you and I look at him and I go, if you must know, is this Roscoe? I go, well, if you must know, Roscoe, I'm here to find out what's going on with my daughter as you took her.
And when you say that, he again starts pulling you back and going deeper and deeper into the house.
All right, I'm gonna fight my way.
Yeah, we've
Okay, you want to do?
Can I get up to a
you're gonna
window at this point?
Huh?
Can I get to a window at this point?
We're gonna do this interaction quick.
Okay.
All right, so
I don't like Tom.
need,
I don't like Malloy at all. I'm gonna go follow.
you're
this
gonna try to fight like out, or
I'm
are
just
you
trying
gonna
to
try
flee.
to hit him?
I'm just trying to flee. Like I'm trying to break free and like run out of the house kind of thing. That's my goal.
Okay, I'll do like an opposed brawl.
Yeah, this is not gonna go well for me, guys. I am.
You could roll a 59.
I am a beautiful, well, once beautiful, aristocratic woman. I am not what they call a brawler. Okay.
Here.
What do we want to do?
Hey, you got the same brawl roll.
What are we gonna do?
Opposed brawl.
Yeah.
Do I roll a brawl?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Regular.
Here goes.
Roll low, bud.
Ooh, I got a failure, and you
I
got
got 10
a
out of-
hard success.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
She slips her hand out.
The need to free Esther. All the power.
Crazy mom strength.
Basically, I went crazy.
Yeah.
And she's I just rip it. Maybe part of my sleeve.
You just knee him. Just
Part of my
like,
sleeve kind of breaks, and as he leans forward, I push him, and kind of that gun is in his stock. Kind of maybe just jams him, hits him right in the chin,
Okay.
disorienting him. And as I do, I flee into the night, and I said,
the
"I'm
locked
coming
door?
for you, Esther."
You're in this. Are you fleeing towards the door, or are you fleeing deeper into the house?
No, I'm fleeing toward the door. I mean,
Okay.
kidding me?
Don't go
I-
deeper into the house.
Never go deeper into a murder house.
The door is locked.
Okay.
Okay.
But he like latched the thing with hand,
Yeah.
like with his hand, right? Not with a key.
Not with a key.
Yeah. So I'm just fleeing into the night. Is there? What type of lighting is in this house?
Normal kind of lighting, and then right where you guys are, there's
Electric?
there's electric lighting, and then right in the center of the doorway, there's this big kind of like not a chandelier, but something chandelier-like lighting up from the top. There.
Electricity lighting? Nice. That is expensive out in the middle of the country. That's cool.
Yeah. No, he's very wealthy.
I guess so.
So you run to the door, unlock it, and
That's basically. I mean, I don't know how many actions I get. I don't know what the action economy is. So I'm running. Basically, I'm fleeing toward the door. You know.
So that's two
Yeah.
actions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you guys see her burst through the door, running at you.
I'm coming, Esther.
Roscoe Malloy is kind of reeling back because, yeah, you did bust him. And he's kind of got a little bit of a bloody nose. And he walks out and he is going to shoot at you.
Nice. It's dark though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So he's
it
got
is. This is going to be a hard roll for him.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm diving for
Does he have
cover.
a penalty?
Yeah.
I'm diving for cover when he comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good call.
Does that give him? What does that guy dive? Does that dive for cover give me?
I think it.
It gives a bonus of some sort. I haven't seen that yet.
Do I get a
I can't remember
I
if it's a
think
bonus
gives
to you
him a
or it makes it
penalty.
even harder for me.
Okay,
It makes
So
yeah.
I've already
But I
had.
think you lose your action next turn, though.
Yeah.
that's okay.
I already had it was going to be a hard roll.
Okay.
So now it's probably I'm going to make it an extreme difficulty.
Yeah, he's got a shotgun though. If I get hit, I'm dead.
No.
Ooh, he rolled real bad.
Yes, he critically failed.
Yeah.
Unless he. So maybe his gun jammed.
Yeah, I would say he is firing the gun. He's just kind of like firing wildly. And one of the shells, as it's being like pumped back, is like stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Good. That's sweet. So the gun.
shocked it.
I kind of I see him come out, and I just kind of dive down behind the dive down behind the a set of bushes or a car or something that's out there. Not a car because we established that's not out there, but maybe like a barrel or something.
Yeah.
He goes to shoot. Boom, boom. And then when I hear that the gun gets jammed, I get up and I just book ass down.
Run, Marine.
I run. You know, I pull my heels off, heels in my hand as I'm running barefoot
Yeah.
into the dark.
Yeah. What are the rest of y'all doing?
You see me running into the dark.
Um,
This game is insane.
Uh,
Well, after hearing shotgun shots and seeing her Maureen run off, Nathaniel would grab he's got a 38 in his pocket. He's gonna draw that and try to go make sure Maureen's okay.
Probably dove for cover right near you.
She ran off into the dark.
What's he doing?
He is going around to the garage and opening it and getting into his car.
Oh, can I? Is it the Cadillac?
I'm peeking around at this point.
You can absolutely see it is a black Cadillac.
Can you sprint in there to check the tires?
I will stealth.
Hold on, real quick.
I said I was sort of peeled off a little bit. Can I take my stealthy opportunity to go like sit next to it, like sneak up to the side of it and look?
You could you can definitely try to sneak up, but
Is it lit in this garage?
Yeah.
Is it lit up in there? Okay.
There's light.
Just there's something to think about. And metagaming here a little bit. But when that car backs up to take off, it's a dirt driveway, right?
And that's
It's
exactly
gonna
what's
leave
going to happen.
tracks.
What you think is going to happen.
So when he peels out of there, he's going to leave a bunch of tracks.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So let him peel out.
All right, so she's was about to peek through a window, but she hears the garage door being opened and all this stuff, and she'll just stay stealthy.
And you just hear this car rev up, and he reverses out of there. And
So what is
That's
the
my
environment?
car.
What is is it like a rural neighborhood? I mean,
no,
what
this is a pretty
what
fancy neighborhood. These are like really big, nice houses. It's not rural. It's not like a suburb. This is like the
Fairly large estates. isn't it?
estates and things like that. This is like the upper crust
Like a set of them
society.
in like a small development.
Yeah.
It would be a what do you call it? A closed neighborhood, gated community.
Yeah, it's
now.
like a gated community. He has neighbors, but they're not like houses are like they're pretty spread out.
and in between the neighbors are what?
Like benches, things to like.
It's not a
walking
walled
paths.
in.
Bushes,
Yeah.
Some trees.
Yeah.
Okay. You could try to duck in there, like because I kept walking right past the house, so I'm ducking, just find somewhere to hide.
How far away from the neighbor's house?
We're a good like. I would probably say like 50 feet between neighbors because
Yeah, that's I think that's where I'm gonna go to. I can't outrun him in a car.
Yeah.
But I do have charm.
He also might not be trying to chase you down with the car either. He might be leaving.
Right. I'm just trying to run over to the house because the thing is, if he pulls up wildly in a car, maybe all I need to do is get the police involved, and that way at least
They're
I
not
can
going to help you.
Because the police were so helpful.
That's
But no.
hold you.
not to help him, to help the neighbor. That gets me out alive.
Mhm.
I don't. They're not going to care about me, but they will care about Roscoe's neighbor.
as you guys are all scrambling, he gets onto the main street and just zooms off.
Into the
And
Towards Arkham or
into the
towards-
night.
Towards our town.
Ooh, sinister.
Give me a spot hidden. He's pretty far away, and he didn't turn on the lights. He just fucking booked.
Extreme success.
Extreme success.
Maybe I spot the tracks
7
this
out of
time, too.
50.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So you see, and he immediately turns right to Prospect.
Okay. So she'll sees that and she'll start walking up towards everybody again. Actually, did he close? He didn't close the garage door, did he?
No, he just got out of there.
She starts walking towards him and looks back in the garage door. Is there any other cars in there?
Yeah, there's a few other cars.
Oh,
Lights on still. She actually looks around for a second and looks back at everybody else and she goes, like she's in the light at this point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to make
Okay,
a.
you
I'm
don't
gonna
have
make
to
a.
tell me twice. I'm going to his garage.
Okay, I just wrote a spot hidden because I needed to know what my character was going to do. I got a hard
There you go.
success.
There you go.
I saw her kind of waving. So as I was running to the neighbor's house, she stopped, and I looked back.
And you probably saw
I
the
see
car
her.
peeling out and
I
going the
did,
other direction.
yeah.
But I'm
thankfully.
slightly panicked because I get shot at.
Yeah, yeah.
To get
But he's
shot
not
at.
trying to run you over, which is
No,
important.
but I was
important
hard
details.
panicked. But I rolled a hard success. And
Yep.
I'm going to use that to make myself stop running to the neighbor's house
Okay.
and come back.
Yeah.
Good. If everybody's
He's gone.
yeah.
So how far away is Prospect from us?
It's a couple miles.
So okay,
So he started. She'll tell you all. He started to go towards Prospect. Did I overhear you yelling about Esther in there? So he knows you know.
I don't know what he knows, but I tell you,
You
what,
wouldn't have been able to hear.
I tell you what I mentioned. I mentioned to him that I was missing Esther, and I wanted to know what happened.
I figured when she
I don't even
was running out
remember.
the
It's
door.
been. I was in such a panic. Then he tried to grab me and pull me in the house. I didn't know what he's going to do. So
you know this house. Where would he have a gun?
Well, it might have been mine. I had one right up by the door. Might have just grabbed it on his way down. I don't know. Maybe it was his.
We better search quickly because wherever he went to the prospect, he went to get help, I'm sure.
Well,
The cops will probably be here shortly.
we have
Yeah.
minutes.
You do see a lot of the other houses' lights are going on.
Perhaps we should leave after all.
I'm going to. We're only a few feet from the garage, so I'm going to do a quick survey and see if I can spot anything inside the garage.
Is there a gas can?
Yes, I've got to see in there.
Yeah, you can do spot hiddens.
Is there a gas can?
Yeah, there's very obviously a gas can.
There might be other people in this house.
Did you have a basement or anything? A cellar?
And I'm going to spot him. Here we go.
Would I know that?
Nope, didn't get it.
Yeah, you would.
It was your house?
You
There's
can-
other cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not have a
I can drive.
basement.
I can drive too.
Are we really going to get away with stealing a car?
You would guys probably have to squeeze to fit in there all together, but you
They're bench
think
seats,
you,
though, right?
yeah, you think you could probably do it. You just be really uncomfortable with 6 of you in there.
What we going to do then? Where we
Go to
gonna
Prospect.
Get out.
Go to Prospect with a stolen car?
Yes.
We need to get out of here, and we're going to be
Look at
walking
us.
on the
What do we
road.
got to lose?
This is faster and safer than walking on the road.
Okay, let's
Yes.
do it. Let's get in the car and. There we go.
Are the keys on the wall?
Huh?
The keys on the wall?
Yeah, there's keys like next to the door.
Excellent. Here, this. She flips the key to you.
Is it
After what just happened to me, I'm not calling shotgun.
operate heavy machinery, or is there a drive?
Drive auto.
What's that?
Yeah,
There's drive auto. Oh, okay, it's the same.
Yeah,
I have better machinery than I have drive auto.
I'm really not going to require a drive auto for this. You're
This
just
is
driving
extreme.
normally. You know, if you guys were like trying to maybe chase and catch up to him.
Or could we just get on two wheels?
Is there a
That'd be a
window in
hard
this?
success.
Is there a window in this garage?
No,
No. Is there a window in the house?
I mean there's a window, like windows in the front of the house. Yeah,
Do you want
Can I
to
break a window?
you want to break a window?
I want to break a window. I'm sick of this
He's
guy.
going in.
Okay, yeah, you.
I'm not going in. I'm just going to break a window.
Just
There's-
property
Guys, come on. We have to leave right now.
It is taking extra time.
the
and
neighbors
you
are onto
seeing
us.
Neighbors coming out.
We're
They're
just getting
onto us. Get in.
Get
Get in the
throw a
car
rock.
now.
to go and
Bastard Malloy!
just pull calmly out and
Yeah.
Or
You're
peel off
seeing
anything.
neighbors kind of come out. They're all like looking and trying to see. They clearly see one car is missing, and they see one car is full
People.
of people.
The clown car.
A clown car scenario, and then you guys drive off.
I throw the rock and I
Middle
go
of the night,
running and jump in the
in
car.
In the middle of the night.
Hold on,
they
too
can
many
see
people are
inside the car.
Yeah.
Well, the garage is lit, so they see all 6 of us
Yeah.
piling into a car and driving off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right,
that's fine.
Eric, what is Thomas doing?
I just throw a rock through the window real quick and then run to catch up with the car.
Does it actually hit the window? This
Yeah.
guy's in the Midas circle, remember? Everything he does wins.
Yeah, your rock might have Midasly bounced off the side. Nothing goes wrong for this guy. That'd be funny. If he like throws the rock and it's like
The rock shatters.
Rock
Damn it!
I need a bigger rock. A bigger
you gotta
stick
find-
with bigger nails.
You got to find Ophi's perfect rock.
I had such perfect windows.
Head.
all right. And with that, we hit our time for tonight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stop with the beginning of some kind of a chase scene. We're chasing after somebody. We're gonna be chased after somebody's chasing after us.
We're heading to
We had a
Prospect.
shotgun blast. A lot of craziness has gone on. Zach, thanks a lot so far. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
This is dangerous.
Just disease is
It's cliffhanger.
terrifying.
Yeah.
That wasting. Yeah.
Mhm.
You may only have a week to live. Good luck.
Thanks. Well, I hope that Maureen finds her daughter.
Me too.
All right. So thanks everybody for joining us for our first ever Call of Cthulhu game. We were playing Bleak Prospects. So that's been a lot of fun. And Zach has been our fantastic keeper for today.
Keeper of
So,
arcane knowledge.
Yeah. So we'll continue next week and see
Keep
if we
your
can find out
secrets.
what's happening with the Midas Circle and Roscoe, and maybe
And Esther.
Cedric.
maybe if we can cause some more,
Malloy.
damage to the house.
Havoc. We'll wreak it.
So, all right, everybody, thanks a lot. We'll see y'all next week for probably maybe the conclusion of this. Who knows?
Yeah,
We
For
never
more
really know.
insanity.
how long stuff goes. But one thing's for sure, that one of us is going insane.
I know what you're talking about.
More of us.
Everybody, bye.
Later.
See you again.